live stream is for entertainment and information purposes only. Do not copy our trades, as we are just trading to have fun. Many of our trades could already be closed before you even see us opening the trade on YouTube due to the delay of the stream, and we trade offline as well, so you do not get to see the complete picture. We make no claims of profitability. We are not licensed professionals, and we are not providing any investment or trading advice. Greater than 90% of all traders lose money, and we are not responsible or liable for any of your trading decisions or losses. Please trade on demo only and consult a licensed professional. Please read and understand CFTC Rule 4.41. Let's get to the charts and trade safe today.
Okay, guys, starting on my own today, waiting for Jokour to show up. Let me just, oh no, I can't. I gotta have that one up. Okay, so when he shows up, let's do that. Okay, we'll wait for Jokour to show up in the meantime. 8 o'clock, missed a big move, and we're moving right back up into that blue line. That blue line is the evening session highs. And I didn't expect that move. We got under the previous close, which is the white dashed line. We bounced off VWAP second time. We bounced off VWAP at 7. Bounced off VWAP at 750. I was playing with settings, trying to get up online. I'm sorry for the delay. And I didn't get a chance to take my trade. I'm down. I took one trade a little earlier. I'm down 1740. No big deal. It wasn't a big loss. And if I would have caught that other trade to the upside, I would have been green. So we wait for another setup. Likely we only wick through the yeah, we only got a wick through the evening session highs. Didn't get a close above. And if the sellers don't see buyers pushing it through with any enthusiasm, they're going to start to jump back in again. They're going to see the buyers are weak, and they're going to start selling into it. I saw that today happen multiple times. Multiple times. Actually, I got caught on a couple of those trades. I should go take a look at them. There we go. And the sellers are coming in. 76 down to 68. That's 8 points. But what were the trades that got me? We have to go. Yeah, it was VWAP. The VWAP and the initial balance high. I got a long entry there, and I said, you know what? We're not breaking through. Sellers are going to see we're not breaking through. They're going to push it lower. I didn't expect that they're going to push it lower like that. Certainly not. But I'm not surprised that it went lower. And then I got a short trade, if I'm not mistaken, right here. I said, nah, sellers are going to see again that they're not able to get above the dashed line, which was the previous day's close during today's session. And I was saying we're trading inside this box, but if they don't push it above and they don't get back above initial balance, the sellers are going to take advantage. And they did it again over here. And look how we dragged our feet along initial balance and kept getting knocked down. And finally, we broke through with vim and vigor. And once you break through with vim and vigor, we made it all the way back up to VWAP. Not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that it stopped at VWAP. And again, here we came through with strength. And then a rejection off previous close and down. These levels, they hold. They hold. Give me a minute. Let me just check something quick. Quick. I got a message. I want to see it. So, close that. Yeah, so that's the trade. Those are fade trades. I don't always take them though. Actually, to be honest with you, most of the times I don't take them. And the reason why I don't take them is because what happens when you rip right through a level? Where do you place your stop? That's the problem. What I prefer that when you break through two consecutive closes on the 1 minute, there's your one consecutive close, your second consecutive close. Combined or in conjunction, you want a candle that's not touching the line at all. And then you want to retrace to the line. Now, you can either buy on the retouch of the line. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I front run. But I think the best trade is to wait until then you break the high of a previous candle. That's probably the safest trade. So if we were to use this as an example, well, you can't. We got two consecutive closes, but we don't have a candle that's all on its own. That there's some space. Between. Where can I give an example? Another one. Well, here we broke. I wouldn't take the second one, but if we took the second one, let's identify a loser. Here we touch, there's space. Here we touch. These are lower. You break the high of the previous candle. We're breaking the high of this candle here. You broke it, and then we traded lower, so you get stopped out. If you want to take it again, you can take it again. And there you go. I would never take anything more than 3 times. I would never swing the bat more than 3 times. Here's a case that looks like close call, but I think you would have stayed alive on this trade. Let's take a look at a couple of VWAP bounces. Here's a VWAP. No, we didn't break through. Here's a break of the previous day's low. I like that for a fade trade. And in this case, it didn't work. Break, there's your space, there's your touch, there's your short. Looks like you would have gotten about 20 points out of that. I'm curious to see. What this one does. If we compare it with, hey, come on. Both of them, really? Well, I was marking the evening sessions high, but I want to mark off. Oh, we're not even close to it. No. Ah, shit. Oh, well. Okay, well, we got a range of 6 points in the 1 minute candles. Watching the algo. I didn't enable it. Let's enable it. Strategies. Let's put these up and see what we're looking at. Ooh, we got a nice signal there. That was a nice long. Told you guys those were good signals. So, what did we do? We opened lower. Got above VWAP. Bounced off VWAP. Went up to the previous day's close. Bounced off VWAP. Got above the previous day's close. Traded above it. Did a kind of fake out below. Bounced off VWAP. Got back above. Okay. I get it. I get it. I see the picture now. And now we're getting a little bit of a dump. I'm curious to see this candle. I want to see this candle close. If it forms a bearish fair value gap, I might take it. The assumption is going to be that that's the new high of the evening. And if you've joined in many times, you know that I say that a 1 hour, 1 hour and a half high or low usually forms between 8 and 8:30. So where's my stop? It's near the high. 70, 20 points. Oof, that's a little steep. See, that's why I prefer to trade with the trend. I'm not supposed to counter trend trade. I broke a rule. I broke a rule. How do I adjust this? Do I just get out? Let's go. Let's get lower. Let's get below the low. Let's get below 1968. I never really do well trading the fair value gaps. I don't know why I do still. IFBGs, FBGs. They never seem to work out for me. 4 points away. Thank God it was only a 3 lot. Damage is super minimal. Let's keep it that way. I break the high over 80. We get above 80, I'm out. I'm out on this trade over 80. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? Let's break the low here. Let's break the low on the 1 minute chart. And if we break the low of the 1 minute chart, boom, one more. Ah, come on. Let me just get this. Well, there we go. So we broke the low. I'm going to put my stop at 76. That's good enough. Let me get out of 1 because I'm not supposed to be in this. But if we can break that high right there, I'm gone. I am gone. Come on, give it a little push lower. Take me out. Let me reduce my risk on this trade that I'm not supposed to be in. Short shit. Not only that. There we go. Actually, I want to get out of this. You want to know why? Give it to me. Get me out. I gotta be out. Thank you. And thank you. So, I don't know. I didn't really lose much on that. You know why I gotta get out? I gotta get out because I will show you. The algo is going to take a long trade. Renkos are above the bands. They're long. Topstep, both charts. Let me just confirm. Yeah, both charts are long. Everything is long bias. I don't care that I missed that. I really don't. That's not my trade. I have to play in my wheelhouse. If I start trying to counter trend trade and trend trade at the same time, I'm looking for trouble. I'll take my trades and I'll lick my chops. I'll lick my wounds when I lose. But I gotta be true to my system. I'd like to get down to the previous day's close. I'd be interested in taking a trade there. Based on this chart right here. There we go. Give me my entry. Okay. Win, lose, or draw. This is a much better trade than the other trade I was in, even though that one won. And I'm just going to get out of a small piece only because I went off to a rough start. And sometimes when I get off to a rough start, my psychology is damaged. So let me repair the damage. I'll put in my sell limit up there. 78, 59, 60, that's 18 points. If we can get 18 points times $4 a point, 40, 8, 16, 22, that's 72 bucks. That would be a phenomenal trade. Actually, I'm going to bring it down even a little bit. I'm not going to be so greedy. Not even a full bar. Good enough. Hold on a minute, guys. My son's having a concert in the room. Funny guy singing out loud. I should record him. He wouldn't be happy. Yeah, and I'm not going to do it. You know why? Because then there's going to be retribution.
The world feels uncertain.
Okay, well, we're green, right? However small it... No, we're not. We're still fucking red by 64 cents. No, come on, 236. There we go. What we're doing, went back down again. Wow, the algo went long. 7 points was the target. 65. Oh, looks like it might even stop out. Whoop. Okay, we're going to bounce off VWAP here. Looking at the 1 minute chart. If this candle closes, I got to get out, but I don't know if I'm so eager to do that. No, gotta get out. Oh, 53. Okay, well, yesterday I started the day, or today I started the day with, I don't know, minus 300. Next account. Okay, now we gotta sit up. We gotta focus. So no bounce off the no real bounce off the previous day's close. I mean, there kind of was one. You can always say that's a trade. But then we traded lower right through it and traded through VWAP. If this candle closes, we have 2 consecutive closes, and if we don't touch VWAP, there you go. We didn't. That's a candle that is not touching VWAP, so there's the space. So I think if we trade up into VWAP like we just did now, the next trade is a short. That's kind of like a retest or bounce, but we'll see how strong it is. I got a long here, but I'm also looking for a long. I'm looking for 64 bid to hold. If we can get up to 64 bid and hold, I'm long at 60. I'll go long another 2, I guess. 3. And then we're going to see if we can get up to 71. What are we, 2 hours, 2.5 hours into the trading day already? We've been trading higher. 61, 62. Last night was a tough night for me. I hope it doesn't continue again tonight. There you go, 64. Got in a little bit late. Should be holding to 71. 68. 66. 67. So there's my late entry. Not at a good price. But I like this bullish fair value gap. Just like here, I thought there was going to be a rotation lower when we had this bearish fair value gap, and I figured we wouldn't invert it. I don't think we're going to invert this one. I think it's going to get respected. I can't keep trading just to cover my losses. Although it's been going good for me. I got to be holding for bigger profits. But if I keep doing that, I'm kind of worried my losses will get out of control. So I have to keep doing what I'm doing, right? Let's call this a bull flag. Once the second candle closes, let's see if we can break. Let me get rid of this stupid cursor. And we got 19 seconds. It's too bad Joker didn't join. He was supposed to join in, guys. I guess he got held up. I don't mean held up, but you know, held up. Let's go. Let's break that trend line. Let me remove it. I don't like it. I'm going to put another one up. There we go. I'm really not in the mood to have another loser. I'll go in short. Oh, where is the algo? I'm going to put the algo up. Do I even need this chart anymore? Yeah, what's up? You're right. I'm muted. Alex called, so I turned the mic off. Am I still muted? No. Okay, so there I get to watch my algo. That's perfect. I get to keep an eye on it. I can keep this chart back up over here. All's up and running. We broke that trend line. Nice. It's too bad that I kind of got faked out of it, but not really. I mean, I was down 50. Now I'm up 40. I'll take that. Let's wait for the next one. Move the bull flag away. But keep in mind, we do have a lower swing high right here. So we're going to make a run, and we're going to sweep the evening session highs. That's the blue line up top on the black chart. Or we're going to head lower and tap into the previous day's close and view up again. Right now, I'm looking at my algo. My algo needs 2 bearish bars. 2 bearish bars, and then a continuation bar, and I can make a run for those highs at 19,990. 19,990, wow. Maybe we're going to make a run for 20,000 actually. But first we need a retrace. Do we get the retrace? There is no trade. No problem, I started streaming at 8. If you want, just hop in. If not, take the night off. Either way is good. That's Jokour. Jokour just walked in. I got music playing today. Whoa, my kid's having a concert. If music's too loud, let me know. I can't really tell how loud it is for you guys. My battery's gonna die. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. Is there a save here? Check mark. That's right. That's the best I can do. Okay. Let me look what we got going again. Well, we had a Lower swing high, but now we have a higher swing high. So I guess I'm going to take the long when we break another previous high on the 1 minute chart. We'll see how that works out. Actually, you know what? For a 2-lot, I think I'm going to try to get here on a retrace, a little bit of a pullback, sorry, right above previous day's close, right above VWAP. That's a good entry. Let's see if they can get it trading that low. And, excuse me, there we go. I got filled. Don't run without me. Don't go bananas. You don't always have to make these massive candles. Come on, let's get a bounce off VWAP. Soyez gentil, as they say. If it doesn't hold here, I'm going to have to stop out and start again. We got VWAP. I'm in a dangerous place because it's going fast. So let me put a 4-lot, click sell ask. Not click sell ask, put my mouse on sell ask. And watch. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it back to 2. I'm going to see if I can lighten the load because once again, we just blew right through previous day's closing VWAP. No stopping, no buyers. I'm not impressed with the fact that there's no buyers. Come on, let's get up. Let's get into the teens on the losses. And I'll dump half. There we go, 18. I lose $9. Take half the loss, no big deal. I'm still green. And if I lose, I'm protecting the account from red. And that's the most important. It's not how much you make, it's how much you don't lose. You were having a concert there, eh, Pavarotti? Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good. It's good. You should do that in the morning. Okay, let's break the high and let's shoot up again, just like we did over here at 2024. Let's do it again. Let's get back above VWAP, above previous day's close. Make me happy. You already chewed up what little I had with that friggin' dump. But whatever it is, whatever happens, whatever the market gives me, it's not going to be bad. And that's what's key. That's really what's key. Don't let the market hurt you. Don't let your accounts get hurt. Let's make a note. You know what? I want to try something. Not really. That's the wrong word to use. Gotta watch the trade because I don't want it to get away from me. So let's put in a stop just below this line. Yeah, that's a good enough. 44, 6, 7 points. 7 points is good. That's $28. I'll be good. Okay, so what I want still going, eh? Took me out. Oh, that's cheating. Okay. I'm not sure that's you see, that's why I hate putting in fucking manual stops. I shouldn't be out. I shouldn't be out until that candle formed, and that candle didn't form. I'm not getting back in. Let me see what we got going on the 1 minute. No comment. No comment. That's all I can say. I'm not going to explain myself. I was thinking we're going for this here. We're going to sweep this level here. What's next? The next easy one is 19,920. $9 o'clock? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Whoo! What a shitty chart. I can never see what the open is on these friggin' Ninja Trader. Let me see what's the 01 candle. No, there's no 01 candle. Oh yeah, okay, that's the 01. Anyways, let's see what the low is. Let me change this. Give me a second here. I'm working on a couple of things. The panel splitter. One, it shouldn't be solid. It should be dots. And gray is enough. No, dots is not the right thing. I won't understand it. I won't understand it as a panel splitter. I need to find something that I'll understand because that line is confusing me. I keep thinking it's something. Let's make it solid. Because panel splitter is always solid, and just make it one. Good enough. That I'll get. Yep, that's how I'll understand it. Now, let's get the, where's the low? Okay, well, we've we've rotated lower and broke below the 618. Broke below the 618, broke below 75%. And right now the markets are looking weak. On a retrace, I'll get back in. But I need to see about 16 points, 15 points. So you're talking 32, 42. We got to get up to 42. Otherwise, I'm waiting. I hate waiting for trades. Yeah, you know, it's boring. It's boring for me. It's boring for you guys. But we can't just jump in on everything, right? Not going to be green. Priorities to be green. Where am I anyways? Where am I? I was down 50, up 50, and now I am down a big $2.44. That's a box of Kraft dinner and a chocolate bar. Well, and I got to look here. That is the low, right? Are they going to hold it here? Are they going to hold the line at the 25%? I'm not taking a counter trend trade, though. I learned my lesson already. I took one. It worked out. I took a counter trend trade here. But you know what it did? It fucked up my my psychology. It fucked up my psychology. I think I even lost on it, even though I shouldn't have. Oh, okay. We got jokers in the house, guys. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's just get you on.
So I think I'll be on your stream alone, right?
Okay, whatever works.
I can start my stream up too.
Sure, start it up.
Yeah, right. What I got to lose, right?
There you go. And it's all the same price.
Yeah, right.
Okay, something just.
It's not going to cost me anymore, right?
No, it's not. Something just went long or short. Hold on. I don't even know freaking where. Hold on. I got too many things going. Bet timing. This is gone. Joker. Boom.
All right.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, once Joker's camera comes in, he'll be.
I'm just setting up my stuff. I'll be up in about less than 5.
Sounds good. I'm going to go short because the algo is short. I just got to figure out.
Man, let me tell you, this evening, 3:30, I jumped into a long.
Lucky you. I didn't get to watch the action. I had
copy
to go
trading all of my PA accounts on Apex.
No kidding. I think it blasted higher, no?
So I had to take my daughter to gymnastic, hence why I'm so late today. She's got state coming up on Sunday, so they were doing a couple of extra things, and it took a little longer than expected. But she's 8 years old, and she made state, so she's competing in the state competitions on this Sunday on Mother's Day.
Okay.
So that's exciting. But I jumped in, and I had to leave to take her there because she had to be there at 4.
Yeah.
So I jumped in and I jumped out.
Oh, I thought you left it.
No, I wouldn't do that because I had to. It would have been late. I wouldn't be able to close on my position. And it went right to target. Right, I'm talking like almost to the tick. Right, my target was 20,020. I'm sorry, the highs at 20,036. 20,036. It went all the way up to 20,054 with that 350 macro. I come back inside futures because I had to leave. I shut it because I had to be out of the door by 340. Okay. So I got in at like 331, came up, came down, came back. I think I got out on that first up because I was like, I'm not going to hold on to this. I got to leave. I got to get out of here. I come back inside at 342 to grab my wallet because I forgot my driver's license.
Okay.
And the freaking thing is already at 20,005 or something. Yeah. Just about to hit TP. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, no, you gotta be kidding me. I was in from 792 or something. Shit. 790. And that was my target. TP was sitting right at the UK highs. And I called it from the morning. I didn't expect it to make that next swing down, but it did. And I would have cut my position at the highs anyway at 920 the first time around. That's where my first TP was. And I even said it on stream that I would probably be out at the 920 and look to get in again on the pullback. And then that pullback took out the lows, which is, my retest, and it has a high probability of taking out those lows. And Man, I got that set up to get back in, to get into that long on a 350 macro. And of course, this out of all days and out of all weeks, it's the one damn week that my wife is in Vegas and that I'm restricted on, on my time. Anyway, whatever. It happened.
Yeah, but you caught some though.
Yeah, I made $15. I got seven. I think I got 7 points on one micro.
Okay. Oh, okay.
7
No, I
points.
misunderstood. I thought you caught like a huge move just before you left.
No. I got out of it. I got out of it because I had to leave and I didn't want to stay in it.
Yeah.
So I closed it at 7 points, $15 in the green across 20 accounts.
Okay.
It would have been nice though. That would have been a $420 trade.
Yeah. Oh well.
Right to TP with one micro.
Oh well. You tried. But I had a good story with Sunday night on that 300-point gap.
Okay.
I caught a piece of that. I got 60 points like in 4 seconds or something.
Nice.
So yeah, it was kind of that was my Wednesday move since I couldn't do it today. I was out with my daughter getting her car repaired. Our windshield got cracked, so. But yeah, it was. I looked. It was a heck of a move. At 2 o'clock, there was a decent move, and then yeah, like I said, at 3:30, 3:45, whatever.
The 350 macro. Yeah, but I think it happened early. It happened early.
What a run, man!
I think it happened at 3:30.
Yeah.
And then kind of froze up for the 350 macro.
Yeah, they're doing that now.
Well, it's the 350 macro. It's not a 350 macro, right? It's the last 20 to 15 to 20 minutes of the hourly, right?
Yeah.
Same thing goes with the first 15 to 20 minutes of it. So it's a pretty big macro, right? It's not a.
My cat's meowing. Hey, Sparkles.
Take profit accounts. Perfect. Okay. We just want to make sure I'm logged into the accounts I want to trade.
Hey.
I do like shorts from here.
Yeah, I'm in a short right now. I don't even know why. Oh yeah, I know why. I don't know why. I know why. I know why I'm short.
Down rebalanced here.
And I'll add to it. If I could. Yes, I see what I see. I removed the chart. And I shouldn't have. I removed my chart with the algo. I put it on the other side, where I had the camera on the TV, okay. And you said move the camera over onto the other monitor, so I did that.
Oh, you were looking for the chart.
And then I ended up putting my algo over there, and I said, oh, okay, I get to watch it all the time, but now I really can't refer to it when I'm trading. It's not up there, so I'll have to find a place for it. But anyways,
you can still move it there. You can.
No, it's yeah. That's what I'm saying. I thought I wasn't going to show it anymore. That's what my thinking was. I wasn't going to show it anymore. But that's kind of unfair, Like I'm going short now. Right now, sell ask, based on the logic of the algo, and if I can't show it, that's kind of boring for the one spectator. For the one spectator.
I guess.
Yeah.
I just turned on my OBS and I should be creating that stream right now. Yeah, rough week for me though. This is not a rough week, just really time consuming, with the little ones right now.
Okay. As far as trading goes, though, my trading's been the numbers haven't been spectacular. They've been a little bit low, but
forget the numbers. How's your trading?
Yeah, the trading is phenomenal. The market just isn't feeding me the moves, but the trading is phenomenal, and I'm pretty much green all the time. I mean, last night I was red, but I recovered during the day, turned everything green, okay. And it's all trading setups and taking losses, just really focusing on not letting the markets take money from me. Hey, actually, even Woodchip noticed that. He came in the room and said, don't you lose anymore? I said, no, I do. I lose a lot now. I lose a lot more than I did before. As far as frequency goes, I'm just not, really? You gotta be absolutely shitting me. Seriously.
What happened?
I got caught on the wrong side of that, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But the thing that really drives me nuts is it's always against me, these rug pulls. Always against me. I'm never on the right side of it. I've been long 4 times and I get the rug pull. And now I'm short and the rug pull is to the upside. I said, you gotta be kidding me. That's okay. That's okay. I'll get it back. Slowly but surely.
I think it's gonna drop. I think we're gonna start getting much lower targets right now.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying the probability of me always being on the wrong side of that unpredictable, out of nowhere spike. You know, it
I think
wasn't
I'm gonna jump into a short. Nice pump right here. Holy crap!
crazy.
I think I'm gonna jump into a short up here, and I'm gonna hold on to it until 19,580, 19,600 even. See if we can pull it off. Let me go take a leak, futures, and I will be on stream in about 1 minute. Let me just finish turning it on. In the meantime, I was trying to set up the cameras, the pop out. Perfect. There we go.
Okay, Trump's definitely got to be talking.
Yes, Princess? I can. I'll be right there to tuck you in. There goes the little princess looking for the tuck me in patrol.
Tell her I say hi.
I sure will. Little rascal.
Who's Mike?
She's so funny. She really is, though. Cracks me up. Personality is amazing. Come on. Come on.
Does she know Daddy's on YouTube?
She does.
Yeah.
Who the heck is calling her? Is that her wife? No, that's my buddy, Crispy. Hey, what's up, Mr. Crispy?
Tell him I miss him.
I was with the little ones, dude. What do you think? I wasn't going to call you back? Come on, bro.
Wow, what a pump. 19,930. 100 points.
Did you just enter a short like with futures? I think futures just entered a short. And it just pumped on him right now. 100 points, too. Holy crap. That's a. Let me ask you a question though, Crispy. And I'm on stream live, so everybody's gonna hear me asking you this question right now. Seriously? Stop. You took a long just now and you're up. And you over leveraged the crap out of it. You're up 5K. Yo, good shit. Jump into chat and tell. Bro, if you're at $5,000 with 60 micros tonight already, we're funding it. We're gonna fund it tonight. We're gonna get you there. Right now, I'm gonna go and try to take a leak, but you're preventing me from going to
leaking.
Do that. Well, I'm on Discord with futures here, so he wants me to jump on Discord. We should get Crispy in the chat.
Good. He can go in.
Have him chatting in the stream. He's funny. Yeah,
oops.
Right now, let me go and use the restroom so I can turn on my stream, and then we'll figure out the rest.
Tell him.
Let him jump into the chat. He can hang out in the chat.
Tell him to come into the chat. I'll give him instructions.
Talk on stream. We'll figure that stuff out later.
Yeah.
Gotta get Woodchip back on.
Let's
do live as well.
Let's do a three-way. Let's do a threesome.
It'll start messing with our camera settings. That's the only reason I don't want to do that now.
You fix it on the fly. Okay. You never want to do a threesome. My neighbors are always doing a threesome.
I really do like a short over here, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God! Look, I even had a line there. That is.
Oh, why am I having a hard time over here with this thing? I can't
That
turn
is
my
the high.
stupid-
That is the high
Alright,
at
there we go. Finally. Couldn't get my
345.
OBS to work properly.
We're bouncing off the 345 high.
Okay, there's my chart, my accounts. That's my accounts. Done. All right, going to use the restroom, and I'll be right back. I'm actually going to start the stream up.
Wait. Don't forget your daughter.
Manage broadcast, and then I'll go to the restroom. Oh, shoot, I got to do this whole bullshit. All right, manage broadcast.
Let's see how high we can go. Maybe we get another huge pump. I'm going to watch it.
Thumbnail.
Let's see if I can get
Time.
14.
Let's just put it for right now, 9:02. Select broadcast.
I don't know. 10 points is good. I'm going to take it. Money is money.
Perfect. Manage broadcast. Start. Go live. All right, I should be live. I skipped all the mumbo jumbo. There's no starting soon. We went straight into the mainstream, I think. That's all right.
No mumbo jumbo. I tune in for the mumbo jumbo. I love the mumbo jumbo.
All right, I got your stream up now.
Hey, why is my camera not working now?
I've got my stream up.
There we go.
Both. And
I'm
I'll
up.
be right back. Restroom.
I'm up.
And look at the princess.
I'm up and running. Okay, I'm going to enter Crispy. I wanted to give you instructions how to get into the Discord. I'm in a short. Is that good or bad? I tell you what, I know the answer to that question. If it works out, it's good. If it doesn't, it's bad. I don't know. I heard you just crushed it. Take a break. Bask in the glory. Don't jump into another trade. And you better not be over leveraged. Not that it's financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. You see the disclaimer on the board. Entertainment only. I'm in at 20,049. Wow, good price. Well, I don't know where your profit target is, but it's always a good idea to take a partial and reduce your risk. That's what taking a partial does. Not only does it bank a little dollars, you're up 20 points already. I mean, if you're going for 400 points, I guess 20 bucks is nothing. But it never hurts. See there, I had a 5 lot. I just took a 2 lot off. Yeah, it's only 7 points away, but fuck off. Not you. I mean, you know, to the markets. Give me the dollars. Reduce the risk. And now I'll let it go. Now we'll see. I have an official entry at 41. That means, for me, accidentally, yeah, I can't tell you. I have a super happy mouse. How many times I click it, it clicks twice. 48 bid. There's a 70% chance for 48 bid. That means there's a 30% chance it doesn't come, but I'm going to hang in for at least 48 bid. Are you in my Discord? What chip? Joker? Well, unless your name is Vera. I know you're not Whitebeard. Who else?
Righty.
No, you're not 63 MX. Oh, really? In the meantime, I'm looking. I got stopped out. I don't mind getting stopped out. Let's put him there. Oh, really? I was at 400. Yeah, they're going to put me in again. This time it runs. Let's get up to 55 bid. Actually, I'm not really crazy, but really? Now the algo goes long here? That's a shitty candle for the algo to go long on. I'm not comfortable taking trades here right now. I think the markets are going to be skittish at this level.
All right, I think I'm up. I think we're live. And I was muted this whole time, but I am no longer muted.
Are you? No, I don't think so.
I was on my stream. On my
Oh,
stream.
on
not
your
on
stream,
yours.
on your stream. Okay, I can't connect. My phone's dead. My
Oh,
battery
don't sweat
died.
it. Snow and E, we got Crispy over here in yours.
Crispy will check. He'll do a. Oh, wait a minute. I can get you up on my laptop and just do a check. Let me check on mine first. Say something, Joker.
Testing.
Let me check on mine first. Say something, Joker.
Testing.
Okay. Close. Get rid of the echo, and I can get you up on the laptop. Wow. That was a bugger. I was long. It stopped me out. And then it went for another run. Okay. Markets can do that.
All right. So what kind of pump was this?
Well, so far it's not a pump and dump. So far it's just a pump.
I'm looking for that dump right here, right around this area. Let me set up my Apex. Oof, let me close out my Apex copier. Holy crap.
Boop. Someone is fucking sending me messages, and I don't know where it is.
Discord?
No, it's not in Discord. It's not in Gmail. I'm just hearing boop, boop. It's like someone's playing a joke on me. Let me go check here. I don't see you on your stream. I just see me.
My camera's off.
Ah. That's why
I'll be turning it on in about 2 seconds.
That's why I don't see you, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
think,
it does. It does.
Valid reason.
Okay.
All right. So what are we looking at over here, guys? What are we looking at? Boom.
Well, the markets broke VWAP, and then the markets did a boom shakalaka and just took off. That's what we're looking at. That's my official analysis. Getting up to what? What is that? That is previous day's high? Seriously? That was right at the morning. No, at 6 p.m. It was the 300-point pump. Yeah, it was yesterday, that 300-point pump right on the open. Did you even notice that? Like today? Did you notice what happened at 6 p.m. yesterday?
I was on the computer.
No, you broke up there. No, I'm just saying. I was wondering if you even looked at it, if you saw it. Like
I was actually on the computer.
Oh, okay, that's what you said. You're on the computer. I didn't see you.
Yeah.
You broke up there, so I didn't hear it. Yeah, that was nuts, man.
Crispy, hop on Discord. I'm actually the reason that you can hear me in Futures channel, Crispy, is because I'm on Discord there. But hold on, you know what? I think I can do something. How can I do this? Can I get on my phone or?
No, tell him to just log on to the Discord. It's in the description of my.
I can get an invite to your Discord for him.
He
won't be able to jump into our channel. We would have to pull him in.
Yeah, well, he'll be able to. I'll just add him as a I'll just give him the permissions.
Crispy.
We'll do an audio. Tell him not to enable his camera, just his audio.
He's still gonna pop in as a guest, so it's gonna screw up our
Yeah.
alignment.
Well,
100%. 100%.
even if it's just audio?
Yeah. Because his logo will pop up.
You're right.
You're still going to see his logo. So that's why another time, once we set it up, right now it's going to be a little complicated to do that.
Yeah, no, you're right. I didn't think of that.
But I think he can hear us. He can hear us here. So, you know, when I end the stream, he knows I'm going to jump in and hang out with him. But for the meantime, if he needs to talk to me, he can call my phone. Like if he actually needs to talk, so he can just call me really quick. And I can communicate whatever through the stream. I only have a 2-second delay, so it's fine. No big deal. So let's see. Let's see the charts here, guys. Let's see the charts. I'm going to go to the 15-minute.
Well, let's see if we're going to do a little bit of a bull flag. Volatility, the range, the 1 minute candles shot up to 19 points.
Weekly open, maybe 200. I can see it. I would prefer a sweep right here of these equal highs that we didn't come into them quite yet. We took the bodies, not the wicks. 15-minute. So maybe a little high, maybe. So I like this level of liquidity, but this second entry after we pulled back took out that low. So I'm thinking we front run the weekly open. Maybe we tap into it. Maybe. I mean, there's a chance. There's a good chance that we can tap in and take out these highs that are sitting here from May 5th, the PM session, right? I think that's a daily high too, right? From Monday. Yeah, that's definitely Monday's high, the 5th. So earlier this week. I can see us tapping into that. I could, potentially. But I can also see us dropping here. I mean, I'm more so seeing a reversal pattern starting to form here. And I think, don't quote me on this, but I think we could be coming up into that weekly open, maybe even taking out 268. So I'm thinking maybe 280, 290, keep it kind of shallow there. And then down. And then fast down.
Is this one of those remortgage your house things, or
Yeah, it's basically playing out, not the remortgage your house things. Nobody do that, please, guys. We're not financial advisors. And, whenever you hear comments like that, just know that we are joking for entertainment purposes. But 15-minute, I like the shift. I like the manipulation. I'd like to see us come up one more time, kind of like the range that we're headed, the range that we're in the direction that we're headed, excuse me. Right around that weekly open, right? I can see us dropping from the weekly open and starting to maybe something like this.
Okay, wait, I got a message from LCT, ICT's younger brother.
Uh-huh.
Okay, on my chat. So block your ears. I'm just going to read it out there. Major trade deal with representatives of a big, highly respected country. The first of many. It's all in caps. That's why I did that.
What? What the heck? What? You lost me.
Go look at my chat. I got a all caps. I guess he copy and pasted from something. Big news conference tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Oval Office.
LCT.
ICT's younger brother. No, older brother.
Trump.
Older brother.
LCT Trump.
No, I don't think so. Are you kidding me? Oh, I thought, no, I'm not sure. No. LCT, look at the color. The color.
Who's LCT?
Yeah, LCT. That's Larry Chris Truman. Who's LCT? He's a viewer like everybody else. Guy,
Trump.
It's a guy. LCT is a guy that's going to subscribe to my channel in the next 5 minutes. yeah, I know. I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around.
Of many. All right, let's see. What else does his big news align with for tomorrow? What else do we have at Thursday at 10 a.m.?
LCT?
Nothing.
Really? I have an LCT? Subscriber, I don't know. You know, LCT, I have to say your name 5 times fast if you subscribe.
We do have
but you missed that
8:30
deal.
unemployment claims.
Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday.
Unemployment claims. Yep.
Oh, that was a good laugh. Thank you very much.
Hey, LCT, man, I would appreciate it if you jumped over to my channel, bro. It's at the Jokour, Jokour trades. And throw me a sub and a like as well, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you have to tell people that, eh? When you say at the Jokour trades, remember today, Bam Bam or whatever his name was.
Let me get my
he couldn't find you, guys. He couldn't find it because
what's going on, everybody?
Because Jokour, everyone thinks Jokour is Joker.
Yeah, that's why I spelled it out.
Where the fuck is Jokour? I can't find Jokour. He's in the bat cave.
Also, you know what's a good idea, actually? We got to start doing that. I can actually I can copy your YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't know why when I go to the top of my channel, oh no, mine looks like crap too. I guess it's just the link. It's not the channel. That's why. The channel itself.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to go to your channel. I'm just going to your channel right now.
No,
on my
it shouldn't be messy.
No. Just if you go like to the stream that you're watching. Like
yeah, so
stream.
I'm in your stream. I click on more.
You can do that? Does that work? More?
Yeah, and I don't see a link for your channel. Videos about.
No, I don't have one. Yeah, I don't have one in my description. Maybe I should put one. Welcome to a co-stream. What happened? I thought my
But my more I do. Learn the exact scalping strategies I use every day by clicking here.
Let's check your more. Perfect. No, but yours is. Oh, that's Discord. Then your YouTube is right here. So
my TikTok doesn't work. And I'm covering my chart. Oh, no, I'm not covering my charts. Okay, I have a long trade. I'm getting in on it. Oh, just under 20,100. Well, they can't all be round fucking numbers.
Let's do this.
Let's try and get in for a 4 lot.
So what I was going to tell you to do, futures, is...
Let's see if
we can
go
to your chat. I'm going to my chat.
I'm in my chat.
I have many people there, but I've got 3 people in mine now. And I'm going to go and I'm going to Control V. I'll paste your link because I think I can post links. Right? So I'm going to post your link. Sub and like.
There we go, baby. Yeah. Whoa. Sell. Okay, that was cool. I'll take that.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, you're doing it the complicated way, though, actually. I just go to your channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
I click on your name, the Jokour Trades. You know, right there, you have your right under your video. You have your logo, you have your name, the Jokour Trades, and it says 88 subscribed.
Yeah.
I click on the Jokour Trades. That brings me
boom, right there.
And then I just copy the address in the description.
The address. Yep, that's basically what I did. Also, I just happened to.
Yeah, that's it.
Open up your link on a different page.
Super simple.
Yeah, that is nice. Okay.
You like that, eh?
Sure. All right, perfect. So that's done. Now, back to the charts. What are we going to get here, guys? What are we going to get? Crispy, how are we doing? Are we funded? We made 5,000 on the first one. What's the next one looking like? Crispy's on a mission. Crispy's on a mission to get funded tonight. The only thing I would tell you, Crispy, is that if you're already at 5K, try to keep that drawdown nice, right? Keep the stops tight. And I mean that, I say that because once you're past that buffer, you don't have that trailing nonsense to worry about anymore. So all of your profits that are unrealized no longer affect you. So keep that in mind, guys, with the prop firms, right? That trailing drawdown sucks. We know that. But once you get past that buffer, you have that sweet spot, right? And, you know, that sweet spot allows you to trade normally. You know, trade like a normal human being, because having a trailing drawdown is so stupid. It doesn't make any. It's not realistic. You're never gonna have a trailing drawdown in the live markets, right? Like if you don't take profits that are not realized, you're not getting penalized for that ever. So the fact that they, you know, that you get penalized in this, you know, with these prop firms in this stupid industry, it's so retarded. Anyway, sorry, excuse. I don't know if I could use that term, but it's stupid. It's really stupid. Shit, why is it chilly? I'm still not in a rush yet. I'm still not in a rush. Why my stream shut down somehow.
Okay. Finish playing with my settings.
There we go. We're almost neck to neck over here, futures. 86 and 89 subscribers. That's amazing. We're killing it.
I
think we're borderline famous.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke. Hey, what the fuck just happened? First one to 90, but that's gonna be you.
Not necessarily. We don't know that that's necessarily the case. 15-second, not bad. This level. Whatever. I'm going all in on. I just read his Matt Crispy is all in on a short. Hold up, we gotta call him.
No, yeah. Crispy, what are you doing?
Trying to figure out when he got it, when he went in all in. What the heck? My whole entire phone changed.
No, I'm in on a short, not all in. Oh no, whatever. I'm going up. Whatever. Don't worry about anything.
I got voicemail futures. I don't know if his short took him all out.
Crispy.
Because if he went all in from 37 to 120, that market just took him all out. I hope not, Crispy. Come on, bro. It's not how we do it.
What size account is he trading? You know, by any chance? 150?
150. 150. He's got to get to 9,000.
Yeah.
I don't look. It's nice, right? They're nice. I like the 150s. I like that you have that extra drawdown, right? The buffer, a little bit of a buffer. But I don't think it's necessary, right? I think the 50Ks, $2,500 is more than enough.
Yep.
You trade small, right? If you keep your positions 1 to 2 micros, you'll be all right.
I'm a fan of the 50s. I have some 150s.
I like the 50s. I think they're the best. I like the 150s better. I'm not going to say that I don't like them better, but I don't like what you need to do to fund them, right? I
Yeah.
don't like that target that you have to hit. It doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I hope he's doing okay.
Mm.
I hope he's still alive on that trade. I'm not getting any communicating from him.
Well, I don't know what all in means for him. I know for wood chip he says full port. He means 5 micros, so it depends on what his all in means. Because if you're 150 and if you're on an Apex account and you can take 17 minis, you don't have 30 points. They give you plenty of rope to hang yourself with. Too much rope to hang yourself with, Apex.
Yeah.
And he's talked about it. And he says, yeah, we give it to you. You shouldn't be using it.
They do it on purpose.
He was
They
clear
do it
about it.
on purpose. This market is not designed
Yeah.
you know, to withstand those kinds of blows.
If you want to
Not
help,
with these accounts.
yeah, if you want to help somebody, let him trade 17 minis, but let him scale depending on his profit. Start with
That's it.
4, start with 5.
17 minis if you have $10,000 in your account.
Yep.
How do you trade 17 minis? Like you take one, you know, one wrong move and you liquidated your account.
Yeah. Start with 4 or 5, but then the company has scaling. They're not good. That's the problem. There's so much marketing in this and so much competition. So.
What's wrong with scaling?
No, there is nothing.
I do not mind that. That's not terrible.
They have that. They have that with earn to trade, and I love earn to trade. Earn to trade is a phenomenal prop firm that gets such little attention. Let's remove that. Okay, I got a 2 lot. I gave back some. I'll add a 2 lot. Volatility's back down to 10 points. Average range. That's good. Slowed down a little bit. I lost my chat. I don't know where it went. Let's make sure I have no positions that I don't know about. Accounts. I'm not trade copying, right? Oh, look at you. You're all the way down there. I didn't know. That's an ad. But if it goes farther, then it is a stop out. Come on, go a little higher. Go a little higher. I don't have to lose on the other piece. There we go. I lost less. That's what matters. All that matters is to lose less. I did my job.
I kind of like this level. I almost want to attempt it.
For a long or a short?
For a short. I'm thinking, do I let it come up one more time?
Yep. Let it go up one more time. Please. Please. Fuck
Gosh, I hope
off.
it
It's
does.
going to stop me out.
At least one more time.
No, I'm out. I'm out. Okay. I gave some back. That's okay.
Come on.
Actually, that was an oversized trade. Shouldn't have been that big.
How big?
Now that I'm looking at it. It was a 6 lot and then I added, so 12 in total.
Was it an Apex account or Sim account? trade?
No, Apex 150K, but still.
How much you gave back?
I think 200.
Oh wow, so you were up. You were up three and change.
Yeah,
350.
something 369, 3, yeah, somewhere in there.
I was still playing with profits though. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think you got out a little early.
Yeah, I
Just
based it on Topstep. Topstep stopped out. So I based it on that. Problem is that was
I mean,
my
I think it was. I don't think it was a bad stop out.
yeah.
You know, personally, I think that it could start making its way a little bit lower. Um, but if I'm gonna look to go down, where does it put me? The weekly? Yeah, I think weekly open. I think I like the week, like right around that weekly open. So I kind of want to see maybe something like this. And then start making our way down. Ballpark.
Topstep went long again.
But what
Bugger.
do I know, right? What the heck do I know?
Bugger.
I'm only that weirdo that believes that this market moves based on a computer program. And I don't think that anyone moves it, right? I'm that weirdo.
Someone's running the program. It's all there's transactions taking place.
I don't even think the transactions are what moves the market, though. I think the transactions are
Just
what.
happened at that price that
That's it. They just, they're just, you're just suckered into buying and selling at those levels, and the algorithm is just doing its work. The computer program is just up and down doing its work, taking people out. And every time it takes some certain amount of liquidity at that level, it moves in the other direction.
yeah.
Gets some more liquidity, goes back up, takes some more liquidity, and when it has enough, when it's trading in that range, it goes to where it's supposed to go.
I don't know
I
if it
keep getting
was
into it with one of my buddies because he's so like stuck in his ways where it's no, it's this is how it works. This is the only way it works. And I'm like, all right. I mean, that's that's what
well, it's
most of us are fed.
commendable. But that's commendable. You got to be committed to your.
Absolutely,
I'm good with that.
absolutely. Nothing wrong with believing what you believe in,
And if
right?
he can
And having.
and if he can find setups around that, then it works. That's his job.
But you don't. But you don't have to. You don't have to knock me just because I don't
Oh
believe.
no, I didn't know he knocks you. I thought he was just saying that.
Oh no, he tries to rip me a new one. We were just on the phone
Yeah,
going at it.
yeah, okay,
And he
okay,
goes, "You're
okay.
so ignorant." He goes, "Oh, I can't believe it. For someone that's so smart, you're so dumb." I'm like, I start
Well,
laughing.
there's one answer to that. There's 1,000 ways to make money in the markets, and you don't know
Absolutely.
all of them. So leave me alone.
I say it. I say it all the time, right? I don't know my asshole from my elbow. So we're learning though, guys, right? We're trying to figure this out. We're trying to figure it out. That sweep was a nice little manipulation, I think.
Mm,
We did close out this gap 1 minute. I still want to see one more up.
yeah,
I
me
want to
too.
see a nice little up. And it doesn't have to go to the weekly open. I'm not sold on the weekly open necessarily, but
I just want to see it get to 20,111. It's not that far away.
I'm thinking 20,158,
Okay.
160. That's where I kind of want to start looking for the setup. I don't mind us coming into the gap and filling it, right? So 203, 210. But I want to see how price action reacts here at this area. So I don't want to just jump into trades anymore. Futures. There's no. I mean, for me, right? For me, just I don't trade the scalping model, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's
I
funny.
never.
I have a sentence that's kind of related to what you were saying. We were talking about my stop out before, a little early, a little late. I don't even care, and I'm not even analyzing it. I'm just happy that I stopped out because that's what's giving me the success that I've been seeing now for however long.
That's the key. That's the key.
Yeah.
That's the key. I've realized the same exact thing. It's so critical, so critical.
Take it.
to
You
just
got me.
Take your damn stuff.
That's it. The market. You got me. I give up.
That's it.
I give up, Mr. Market. You got me on this
Surrender.
one.
That's right. Just
Take
surrender.
it. You won the war. You won the war, but I'm going to win the battle.
You just hold that thought. I just got to get my little man to bed because he's up watching TV. And
Sure.
if I don't say something, you know how that's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me 1 minute.
So yeah, let the market win some wars, and just like any business, you have expenses. You have a restaurant. You got to pay for your food. You got to pay your employees. That's money out of your bank. That drops your balance. It's the same thing in the markets. Let it have its moment. Doesn't even care anyways. It doesn't know about it. It doesn't laugh at you, but it got you. Price action got you. Get out. And then take your next trade. And that's what's really, really allowing me to be green every day almost now.
Yeah, same with me, futures. Same.
Yeah.
Same with me.
They ask sometimes when I see interviews, was there a light bulb moment? And very often they say no, it was a progression. But this is my light bulb moment. It really is. I never had it before with losses. I've worked on so many aspects, but I never worked on just bailing on my trade when I'm supposed to.
You have hard stops on the book now, right?
Well, I always had hard stops. I just don't enter them. Like before, I entered one, and the fucking candle wicked me out, but it didn't even form, and I said fuck off, and it actually went to profit. Now I don't put them in. I know where they are, but I'm not putting them in.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I like to click the buttons, and I like to make sure the candle does what it does. Sometimes I was
going to say sometimes it's good to give yourself just a little bit of room. I don't have that with the hard stop. But sometimes I've noticed that 1-2 points, I have a hard stop on the books, and you're there, you're looking at it, and you're like, I know I've got a little bit of room. I might have been a little tight with that stop. Let it run just for another point or two, and it goes your way, right? It's happened to me before.
Yeah.
Hard stop, I get stopped out, and then it goes. But you know what I end up doing every time? I just re-enter.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing, no harm done, right? Like there's nothing lost.
Yeah.
Because as long as I re-enter at the same level or below, so what? I got stopped out. I was still red on that trade, right? So if I re-enter and it continues to go up, and my stop is even tighter than the last one, I'm just back in the trade again. All I'm losing are the fees for the contracts. Right? So I don't mind the hard stop. I actually kind of prefer it. And if I get stopped out, I'll just look to get back in.
But I don't, when my stop gets hit, I'm automatically in loss management mode, which means I'm trying to get a little bit better, but I have about 5 to 7 points that I'll allow it to go against me.
Past that.
And if it goes to that point, I'm bailing on the trade. Absolutely. But I'll try to get a little bit better price. And if I can get 3 points better on 90% of my trades, I take a lot of trades. So if I'm getting 3 points better on 9 trades, that's 27 points. And then on the other one, I lose 5 points because it just goes. Okay, I'm still ahead. I'm even ahead if it's 80% of the time. Because the markets fluctuate, they vibrate up and down. So it's rare that it just, you get a really large candle and it just blows through. It happens. Of course it happens. But it's rare. So, but the one thing that's changed, I never used to have my stops in before, and I would allow it to go, and then I would add, and that's how it would get away from me, and I would have these huge losses. The one thing
Right.
that's
Now
changed.
you don't do that. Now
Some
stop,
flip,
done.
some switch flipped in my brain, and when that stop is touched, there is no question. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just working to get out.
I think a lot of that probably has to do with, with our recent episodes, right?
Yeah, I think we
And
made
how
some
adamant
discoveries.
I've been about, no more, right? We gotta stop out. I gotta take those losses, right? Because my biggest downfall is thinking that my shit doesn't stink. All of our shit stinks, right? Every single last one of us. Our shit stinks, I promise. Sometimes yours is going to stink more than mine, right? Sometimes mine's going to stink more than yours.
Only if
But
I
at
eat
the end
garlic.
the end of the day, though, everybody's shit stinks. And if you think that your shit doesn't stink, you're in for a nice rude awakening.
That's it. If you don't think your shit stinks, dip your hand in the toilet and squish it. See if it doesn't stink.
Exactly. So, the sooner we accept that, the sooner you're gonna be able to walk away from those losses, futures. Easier. That's all it is. It's just accepting that I'm not going to be right every single time.
That's it.
And if I can walk away from those small screw ups, right? And it's not even a screw up, actually. It's not even a screw up when you get stopped out.
No.
You were just wrong. You were just wrong about the analysis, about the position. So what?
I don't even see it as wrong. I just see it as, again, the law of large numbers. You have a certain profitability percentage, which means you have a certain percentage of trades that are also going to be losers. That's the system you have. That's the system you're playing. You got to accept those numbers, and the market will deliver the way the market decides to deliver that probability to you. Some days will be great. It'll be all winners. Some days it'll be all losers, and some days it'll be balanced. It is what it is.
Yep.
Don't worry.
Some days it's just all wieners.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Hey, I had a bad day this
All
week.
wieners. All wieners.
I
I
don't
don't
remember.
think you heard what I said.
I did. I had a bad day this week, but
How bad?
no, it wasn't red. That's the thing. Because I took my stops. I was getting hit. But I took my stops, and then I had one or two winners. Like at the end of the day, I ended up green. Not big green.
Not major green, but
No.
you came up ahead. Not red.
And that's what the market gave that day. That's what the market was delivering that day based on my system. And I'm going to see all different variations of it. And you just have to accept it.
And you know what? If it would have continued, right, going against you, you would have continued to have your stop, and then you would have ended your day maybe red, but acceptable, right? Something that you can come back from tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the reality. I almost ended my day like that the other day on one of my accounts. I traded every account amazing. I traded the last account amazing also. But I took a loss, and then a loss. And I wasn't permitted to really trade any longer because at that point it was already like 350. The 350 macro was coming up, right? I had one more shot for a trade. I took the 350 macro based on the analysis, and it went well. But after that, I don't have any more trades. There's nothing else left for as a setup for me. So if I don't have the 350 macro setup, and 4 o'clock comes with earnings and all that nonsense and market getting ready to close, I was walking away. If that trade didn't go, I would have been red like $400, $300 on that account. But instead it went. I made back the $400, 380, something like that. Plus, I ended up going in the green $260 on that one singular trade. So it worked out, right? But it only worked out because I continued to take my losses. Right? I continued to trade the way we need to trade.
Mm.
So, look, we're going to have bigger days than others. Hey, 90. We just hit 90. Appreciate the sub, guys. I don't know who just hit me with that 90, but it's a nice little milestone right there. So we know who won that bet.
Yeah.
How about that one, huh?
On to the next one.
No, I'm just kidding. We're not betting. We don't bet on anything here, guys. Just the market. We're betting on whether it's going up or down. Question now is, what are we betting on? What are you thinking here, futures? We're going up or we're going down?
I'm still bullish. Everything is bullish. I have no reason to be selling yet.
And I would agree. I would certainly agree.
I was talking today to a couple of people in the chat saying, okay, the channels are still small, so, obviously I'm not doing giveaways, we're not doing giveaways, but eventually when that day comes, I'm going to get copies of the book from Mike Bellafiore that I was telling you about called The Playbook.
Oh, nice. Give away some books. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, with the account. I'll ask them if you want the book or not. If you want it, I'll get it to you. That book is just spectacular. I think it covers everything. Excuse me. Covers everything from A to Z, including...
I think we should hold a tournament. We should hold a tournament. Have people take a very specific, very quick trades, right? You can scalp them, you can snipe it, you can take one long trade, but however you do it, you're going to be restricted to 2 micros, right?
How are you going to monitor that, though?
You've got to post it. You got to show your executions, right? Every trade you're going to take in the Discord.
Yeah. Okay, let me get on Photoshop. I'm going to win that immediately.
No, you can't. It's not going to be that easy.
Are you kidding? No, I don't know how you would do that.
It's not going to be that easy. Not through Photoshop, because you got to show your executions. It logs the price, the time, right? But that'd be cool. Maybe like a little tournament, right?
Yeah, we can try and figure out how to do that.
Give away an account. Or single trade, right? Single trade. You're allowed one trade in a 30-minute period or an hour period while we're streaming.
Yeah, they call it out. They call it out in the chat.
That'll be tough. I mean, I think that might be tough.
You really think so?
To call it out in the chat?
Yeah. What is there? No, there's no delay. There's no delay. You can't say, I bought at 279 or 270 20 minutes ago. You got like 30 seconds. Everyone has the same 30s, You can say I bought here at...
yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. But I mean, people can piggyback. But the reality is that let's see who holds the longest, right?
Yeah.
Who's gonna hold it to that last second to take the full profit off of the trade, right? If people are taking the same exact trade, because it's still going to be 2 micros maximum, right? You do 2 micros. You can take the same trade as me, but what if I get in 2 points below you?
That's it,
right? What if I get out at the peak at the very last?
It reverses.
And then exactly. So it's. I think that'll be fun. That'll be a nice one. You do one single trade within that hour time slot. You have to call your trade before you enter it, and then you got to prove it with one single picture in the Discord. Right. So you're calling, and you don't have
there you go. Yeah. That's how it's done.
Right?
Double.
You don't have to terminate. You could terminate early. That's okay. That's fine. Call
it and do the screenshot. There you go. You just figured it out.
That's a good one. And then we can, we'll be in on that also. We can be on that tournament. I
Yeah.
want to win an account for myself.
I'll buy myself an account.
You know? No, we'll leave that open to the public. That'll be a public. That'll be for the chats.
Yeah, for LCT.
LCT is gonna call ICT, and then we're screwed.
Oof. What day is it today? Wednesday?
Yes, sir. Wednesday evening, approaching 10 p.m. Eastern.
Are the Warriors playing
9:51. We're in the
basketball?
macro, guys. We're in the macro. You
We're
made
in
me
the
look down.
macro.
I saw the macro time. Let's see how it reacts, futures. What are we gonna get at 9:50? What do we get?
Ouch.
Hourly's looking like a nice little reversal, head and shoulders. It's tricky. We did close out with that swing low, 9 a.m. Yesterday. Closed out below that low. We're playing off of this, maybe this breaker. We take away the wicks, definitely. Already played off of them here.
Oh, it's true.
Our looking like a little reversal. It's kind of throwing me off. Like to the point where I don't even know if I want us to hit that. I mean, the weekly open is fine. The weekly open is still a possibility. Still below the high. I just don't know that I want us to get up to that 270 mark again. But we can. Oh my god! I mean, this is like almost identical to the to this pattern, and then come down and close out, right? Come back up to this, right where you break structure, and then drop down. I mean, this is like almost too obvious. It's almost too obvious, futures. And then I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but actually you did hear me say it, because didn't Crispy lose his entire house on that call? I think he said he bet the house, right?
You
When
bet
I said,
that. Oh, that's what you said. Yeah, bet the house. Bet the house.
Right? So if we go, this is the hourly right here, right? So the hourly is giving us that head and shoulders, right? We got the shoulder. We got the head now. I want to see the body line. And then the next shoulder. So we're in for a little bit of a trip here for the next couple of days to a week. Right? I think we're going to be making our way down. No matter what the terms are. I think we'll make our way down, but it's going to come into a potential consolidation once we get below that 18.8, 18.9. Eventually, I think we're going to come down for a gap fill at 18.3. Right around that range. But for right now, what happened?
I said, where are my glasses? They were on top of my head.
Oh, nice. I've done that. My sunglasses, but I've done that. So if we go, so this is the hourly, right? If we go to that 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour, 4 hours good.
Oh yeah, baby. No, I'm doing maintenance on my screens. Give me a minute. Okay. Oh, I got you. Okay, let me set it up. 15-minute. We'll do this one. We'll turn this one into a 4-hour. Minute 60. Ooh, they don't make it easy on me. Data series. They should give you a 4-hour minute. That's 240. Okay, how many days do I need to load? Well, I have 6 days loaded, but anyways, I'll load 60 days. That'll be three months. Okay. Yeah, there you go. I'll clean it up. Let me remove all the indicators because it's kind of easy, kind of messy right now. Indicators, sorry, because I don't have that. It's not like TradingView. It's different. This stupid platform. Nah, I have. Well, of course, everyone has it. Now my chart's freezing. Okay, so let me. Yeah, almost there. Remove. Okay, there we go. 4-hour clean chart. All we have are the session breaks. April 30th. Okay, starting like well, 10 till 2. Yeah, okay, well, the 10 till 2, 2 till 6. Yeah. No kidding, look at that, eh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Mm, yeah, 10 till 2, yeah. After the 3. We did. You came up with a name I never heard of. The Gladiator or something. I don't remember. No. I mean, no. I'm saying a name I didn't know about. Not. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yep, I see it. Yeah. That's good. It's 4-1. Mm, okay. Mm, mm. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was gonna say. The high or the low of the shoulder? I would say the low once you break below. Sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll figure it out. Hold on. Give me a sec. Change that here. Move that here. And full screen. There you go. That's the 4 hours still we're looking at. Let me just see. Yeah, you're on the 1 hour. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? And the range might be taking our buy side a little bit further. It might have, because it might have the room based on what's happening on the left of the price action, right? What do I mean by that? I mean, you've got areas of imbalance, right? And you have areas that are of fair value that are sitting right here, right? You've got these fair value gaps. You've got these order blocks, right? You've got another gap that we already traded into. So another area of fair value that was already 50% rebalanced, okay? And then you come in with these candles and we still haven't even rebalanced this whole entire area of fair value right here, right? So this still has an imbalance here that's still open. So when you have these levels available to the algorithm has room. Not that anybody's pushing it there. I believe, guys, again, this is my theory. This is super far-fetched. Call me a clown. Maybe I'm an astronaut in space, whatever. All right. But this is what I believe. So when we have these levels of fair value and you have these imbalances sitting here, right? You have this whole entire move down here, right? On the big move. So even this whole entire range, if the algorithm is not satisfied as it's in its consolidation, comes up, maybe it takes out this liquidity. Maybe there's not enough liquidity in this zone right here of fair value, right? Where all these imbalances are sitting. Maybe it does not have enough to make its way down to its target, right? Which I believe is sitting somewhere in that 16,000 range right now. And maybe the algorithm needs to come and take out that blue line that I have marked out, right? Still within range. It has enough room here with enough available liquidity, right? So that it can get to its trajectory. And when it has this much room to play with, that's where we get wrecked in the market. But you got to pay attention to market structure on lower time frames because they're going to dictate what it's doing short term. But when the higher time frame is playing out and the model is already confirming itself, don't get too caught up in those lower time frames playing out because they just may not. It's that simple. So I go up in time frame in many cases to look at what price action is doing. Oop, forgot to turn my camera on it for a while now. What it's doing for some time, right? So look, right now, back to what I was saying, so that we don't jump around too much, right? Back to that theory that I was giving you with where I told Chris that move, and he was joking. He jokingly said, "Oh, I just bet the house." When you get that move, and then you get your doji, you drop down in time frame, and when we're looking at it on a 4 hour, we're waiting for the hourly to give us the setup, right? Because 4 hour is only these candles. You go and move into the 1 hour, right? After these candles, you already have this consolidating happening, and we probably had already this price action if we were looking at May 1st or 2nd, right? After that happened. So you're waiting, and just like right now, we're still waiting. We're waiting for the completion of the head. Now, We may, lower time frame, which is what I was telling you, we may have already received our confirmation, which is why I'm now looking for that short. And I really want to take the short anywhere up here in this range. I'm thinking this weekly open, right? I'm thinking the weekly open area. But I want to take the short and take it down to this low, to this target. So we're talking 19,100. Are we going to get that today? Tomorrow? I don't know, right? It might mess around over here. Or we might just get just a massive drop, because usually this move tends to be pretty big, but it can be between 1 and 2 days, right? But back to the theory here, all right? Let me just get back to deleting some of this nonsense. There we go. Perfect. So back to the theory here, right? Futures.
I'm watching.
We get our 4-hour pump.
Dump.
Right? Our pump, 4-hour pump.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a delay. That's why.
All right? 4-hour pump with our doji. We go back to the 1 hour, right? We go back to the 1 hour, and I'll let the delay kind of come up in about 3 seconds or so. Go back to the 1 hour, and we wait. Once this happens, after we got that pump confirmation of doji, and we can get our body closed, right? And now this doesn't have to necessarily, I'm working through this part, so don't quote me on this, but I don't know that it has to. Let me just delete some of this noise. I don't know that it has to come all the way down to create the neckline, right? I think all we need to do is get to the neck. So a close below this liquidity. Okay? So I don't know that we need to create a whole entire body below this first, or can it be just the shoulder, the head, break structure, right? Break structure, and then start consolidating, creating a shoulder, and then come down to create your body off of the shoulder, right? I'm working through this part of it. So it can be tricky, right? You have to be cautious. So I tend to target this area for TP on this move. Make sense?
It does.
For now. So that's just because I don't need to be greedy. So I'll look for this, take our short right now, right? Take our short here, if we can get it. And why I said I'm looking to hold, because now I would like to hold this short to take out simply these lows and take TP right at my white box. That's why I have it sitting here.
Okay.
Right? And this has been there already. And I'm pretty sure TP1, if you really want to know where I'm looking to exit now, right? You can see the green line on my screen. That's been there. 19,794. Do I want to get to 6? Sure. But I'm content with 794 from here. That's 250 points. Are you not happy with that?
I would.
Of course.
I'm just
of course you would be.
Chart match yours.
Right?
Okay,
but more importantly, futures, more importantly, what we're looking for is once we are done creating the head, we want to see the head come down, close below, start its consolidation, right? Like this, probably give us our second drop, equivalent to this drop. So this is kind of what I'm leaning towards right now, more than anything. Once we get this move, we have our left shoulder, our head, our right shoulder, our close of the body line, right? Body line, not the neckline. And then we retest back into my liquidity grab on this initial short. We retest and we take out this initial entry, right? Because this is an entry right here. Displacement down. This is ICT's 2022. And then I believe we do this. One more retest up here. And then this is the trade that we want to take.
Yeah. That's 19,000 down there, eh?
18.3, which is what I'm looking for on the gap fill right here.
Yeah, no, I meant the first low that was on the 1 minute, on the 1 hour chart. at
So this right here is pretty much what I'm looking for right now.
19,040.
Almost to the tick. Almost to the tick, and I can almost play out exactly how it's going to look. All right? Once we start making the move. Now look, if I'm identifying these types of levels and this market is doing exactly what I'm anticipating it to do. Now let's say I'm right more than I'm wrong. All right? Hypothetical scenario. Because I'm not doing it long enough to have that kind of data yet. But hypothetical scenario. If let's say I'm calling this out and I'm right more than I'm wrong. Are we really going to sit there and believe that people move the market and this is not at that point 1,000% algorithmic? 1,000% an algorithm that moves based on very specific, very specific, what's the word I'm looking for? Just price action, I guess, right?
Action, yeah.
Very specific price action. That's all algorithmic at that point. Nobody's moving the market, and I still believe that that's where we are. That's what the market does. That's how it gets down.
I'm taking a poll.
We'll see. How many people we have in there for the poll?
I'm taking a poll.
Is it all algorithmic? Well, I'll be the first one to answer yes.
That's cheating.
Why? Why am I not allowed to
You
answer?
don't get
I'm
a
one of the
vote.
6. Of course I get a damn vote. You can go ahead and answer no, even the freaking score.
I did.
If it makes you feel better. There you go.
There you go.
So as of right now, we do not have any accurate data in terms of what we think how the chat feels. Come on, somebody's gotta respond here. Come on, guys. We got 6 people in this room, and whoever's sitting, nobody's
It takes time.
Yeah, you probably have.
Can I change my vote?
You can. I think you can.
Right?
Right?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying. No, there's no change your vote.
Nope, we're locked in.
No, but I see what you're seeing, and you opened my eyes to a potential for a dump. I still would want to see some confirmation that we are heading lower.
Absolutely. So back to the if you're looking at my screen, where do I get my confirmation, right? And why do I think we're still going to manipulate that one more time to the weekly open? So my first confirmation came in right here on this market shift. All right. Right at the 1600 hours. If you're looking at my chart, it's a little easier. I'm kind of circling it.
I'm on your...
Okay. Perfect. So just to kind of show it easier. So right here, this was our confirmation. Now, why? Why do I say that was our confirmation? Let me explain it. So right here, you got your high, low. You got your high, low. Right? Right here, we come up right after we make this low, right, with this candle, and we displace with that same candle that turned this into a low, we displace above these highs, right? So we come up, looking for this, there we go. No magnet, perfect. You got a high, low, a high, I don't even have to go there, actually. Let's go back further. You got high, low, high, low, high, low. Every single time, not the low, up until here, the high, the low, high, the low. The low was never taken out. But we did close above the high here, and we closed above the low here. Now, this is telling me lower price action, which is, you get that right here with this move. Right? This confirms slightly lower price action. But the move up here, closing above this swing point, and then the move down, closing below this swing low, gave me my first confirmation for the market structure shift. However, before the market officially shifts, you're going to get this manipulation move. This move up, this V up. Now, this is just the algorithm creating liquidity until it has enough to make its move. But right here, after the first confirmation, this candle, this close, told me we're going down. right? This is why I don't think anybody moves the market. I think that we get a confirmation based on the algo. Let me delete all this. That's what I meant to do, not to keep drawing there, right? To tell us when it's ready to go. Now, if we remove the wicks, what do you see, right? You see lower price action, right? So when you eliminate the wicks out of the equation futures, what do you get? You got your high, your low, high, higher low, right? Never took out that low. Don't get mistaken that it confirmed. You get a high that now takes out these lows, and you get the confirmation taking out the lows that we're going to get some lower price action. Now you got your low and another high, right? And again, once this low comes in, you get your confirmation for what? Higher price action, right? Which delivers right here. But this also gives you your confirmation that the market wants to shift lower. So once we come up for the manipulation move, you get some more consolidating, but this move right here confirmed my low, which is why I don't really want to see this taking out the high now, right? That completely invalidates anything that I'm thinking the market's going to do because it's algorithmic. So if we start coming up and taking out this high, this is completely invalid. I'm completely wrong. None of this is going to work, and it's going to keep moving up higher. Now, it doesn't mean that it's not algorithmic. It just means what? It means that, delete this, that we're not playing off of an hourly. So I need to stop looking at an hourly shift, and I need to move up. And I need to see, is my 4-hour delivering the same? Yes, it is, right? 4-hour lower than this one. Still caught my confirmation here. I got a high, a low, higher high, first confirmation. So now, because I am identifying what I'm identifying on the hourly, but I'm now moving up in time frame because this was not a deep enough move. I want to go to the 4-hour, and I want to see what? The same thing that we're looking at on the hourly to happen futures, right? Which is that manipulation up, the close below, but I want to see the close below a much deeper displacement, much deeper. I'd like to see this close below look something more like this, and then pull up, right? That gives me a nice displacement. It rebalances this area of inefficiency here, this area of fair value, right? Right here. So you got all this inefficient price action because it's not balanced out. And with this move, we rebalance this area. So now once we rebalance this area and we make this move up, now I want to see us trading down to create all this. But because we have not done that yet, we still have not completed this. I'm still not sold on the hourly to give me a market structure shift yet until we close below like this, until this leg happens. Until then, this whole entire move is a big hypothetical for me. Let me erase it like that, just shrink it out. Big hypothetical. Why? Let me explain. Because if price action on the 4-hour now, not the hourly, is going to deliver what we're looking for here on the hourly, what do we have to see? We have our high, our low, our high closes above, and then our low that closed below. But what do we not have? We don't have our manipulation here, right? Which now this makes a lot more sense to me. So once we get this, that could potentially be completing our head to then come down and get the displacement that we're looking for. You understand? So this is where the market can certainly, trick people. Now, do I want it to come all the way up to the blue line? Maybe not. Maybe not. We don't need that kind of a manipulation. Maybe it just comes to here, right? Trades off of the order block right here, which would be absolutely ideal, right? Inefficient price action, right? We got imbalances sitting right here. So areas of fair value, tapped into this area of fair value already. So most of this has been rebalanced. we have never tapped into this order block slash breaker. See that? So once we came above this swing high, right? That's why we look for this. And then close below the swing low, we just turned this into a bearish breaker. So when we trade back into this level, this imbalance, this breaker, level of inefficiency, whatever you want to fucking call it, dude. All right. But when we trade back into this level, we're probably not going to rebalance this whole area, right? Probably going to play off of this breaker right here, give us our manipulation that we're looking for based on the confirmation that it's giving us right here. And then it's going to start playing out what we want to see to give us the move down. All right. Now, looking at a 4 hour, right? In order for me to want to play this out on a 4 hour, I want to see what we were talking about on the daily. And it's there. It's still there, kind of, right? You got the move, same thing from Friday the 25th. You actually got the confirmation sooner. So if I have this same confirmation, like the one I'm looking at on the hourly and the 4 hour, but I've already caught it on the daily, right? You got your move up. This is the 25th. And then you get your what? Your doji, right? Futures, the same deal. You got your doji hammer right here. So from the daily, we go to the 4 hour. And what are we looking for? Same deal. From the 25th, not the 30th. Where's the 25th? Right here. Right? So this, according to the daily's price action, becomes our shoulder. This is all our head. Make sense? Now, let me have it make a little bit more sense to you. Check this out. I'm going to go back to the daily. And I'm going to go to the top of the price action.
I'm sorry. Okay. I was super quick.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Were you muted?
Yeah, no, I shut off my mic so I can listen to you on the YouTube so that I can track your voice with the chart because it's too confusing with the thing.
It's only 3 seconds off.
So I wasn't responding at all. I was just, my mic was even off.
Don't even worry about it. But so
yeah, but it's confusing when you're pointing. You're saying we took out this high and then we took out the low. So yeah, I turned it off. So go. Are you continuing? So I'll close my mic again.
Yeah. So all I'm gonna say is that if you, so why was I looking for those major moves down at the top, right? What was I looking for? Part of it was that in confluence along with market structure primarily, right? But same deal, right? You go back to the daily. If you go to the 4 hour, you can see where your head is and where your shoulder is, right? So let's go here. This is the 4 hour now, right? And we'll just like draw it out on the 4 hour, right? So you got your probably around the 15th, I'm guessing, of August, maybe. You get your shoulder, got your head, and the head actually comes down below the shoulder, perhaps, right? I gotta see. Hold on. Let me go back to the daily. Oops. Right, so back to the daily. So it's the same deal, right, on the daily. Shoulder, this is your neckline. So right here. So daily pump. See a doji?
Okay, there we go. Right? Yep, now I saw it.
Your daily pump, your doji. All right. You got your. I'm looking for the correct one that we're looking for. I think it's this one here because this is an up candle. This is not what we're looking for here. Yeah, that's an up doji. See that? See how it's above the bodies?
Yep, there we go.
So I'll just wait a couple of seconds after I speak so you can kind of like lock in. right? It was shrunk down, so it looked like that. So I'm pretty sure that was not the price action we were looking for. The price action we were looking for was here, I believe. Got our pump up August 13th, 12th, 7th, right? Because this is a daily. And then we get our doji August 20th, right? So 4 hour. Where was it? What did we say it was? August?
August 12th,
Right
I think you said.
Yep, right here. August 7th, 12th, right here. So this right here is that one. Man, I had it marked out and I deleted it with the change of the freaking contracts. That pisses me off that I did that, to be honest with you.
But when the contract changes, doesn't your perpetual chart also get screwed up?
Yeah, so I just basically delete all of this data that I have and I save all these days, all these months that I save and I go back and I look at.
Okay.
It's gonna get. I'm gonna have to delete it. It's gonna be completely obsolete once that happens. So I like to go back, take some screenshots, store the screenshots, and I just hold I hold on to that in a different folder on my computer. But right here, it was the same deal. We're looking for that daily pump with the doji, which I believe was right here on August 16th. I think so, right? I want to say maybe it was over here. Maybe was it this one right here? But then no, because it was already past. It was already past this level. This has nothing to do with it. This is our shoulder, our head, right over here. This is our shoulder, our head, and then we break down below the actual body line. So this was the play right here. I'm almost certain that this was the play. I'm trying to lock this in right now, futures, but I'm on the struggle bus, trying to
I'm on the struggle bus.
Yeah, I'm on the struggle bus right now. Boom. It's this one right here. It's definitely this one. It's definitely this one right here. So you pump up and your doji, because it has to be a down doji. It's not this bullshit because this is an up candle. So same type of a scenario, right? So August 12th, August 8th, right? You get the pump up. August 20th is where you get your doji. So we go to the 4 hour, August 8th, right? Which is the top of the price action here before the reversal, right? August 8th, I think it's over here. September, over here, August, right? Perfect. So this whole entire pump, and then August 20th is your doji, right up here, okay? Once you get your 4 hour confirmation on the daily, was it not a daily? Was it a weekly? I think that's where I'm screwing up, futures. Oh man, that's what it was. This was a weekly to a daily.
Oh, it was. Okay, I was saying you were showing
yeah, no. I screwed up, man. I was like,
the daily doji showing me on the 4 hour.
Like, was it a daily to a weekly? No. I'm wrong, because the weekly is just now about to play out, right? Weekly first drop right here. Nope, it was the daily. Because it's fractal. The time is fractal.
It is fractal, and that's what I was gonna say. I didn't want to interrupt you because of delay, but yeah, it's fractal. I can see that it's fractal.
You're gonna see it start playing out the first stage on the weekly, whereas we're playing out the second stage on the daily, right? Like daily, come in, we're doing the retest. There's a good chance that we can take out the high. Sometimes it doesn't have to, and the retest might just be retesting this area, right, where we broke structure below the body. So this is not necessarily your structure break where the blue line is on top, because we broke structure here, right? This is your low to your shoulder line, right? So if you have your shoulder, your low's right here. So this is where broke structure on the shoulder, right? That's your shoulder line, the bottom of your body line. So shoulder down. This whole thing is your head. So right here, we're focusing on where we broke this structure, which happened right here, right? Mm-hmm. Right here. So technically, our first entry was this one on the structure right here. So we're still in the first entry. I don't really want to see us taking out this level, right? Our official market structure shift was here, right? Because you have the low of the main center low. And then we broke structure right here, right below it with this candle. So you pull back up, and this is the short that I took. Same deal that we're looking at right now. Close below it right here. You pull back up, and you took the short. I actually got wrecked on this one because I missed it. My analysis was there, it was sitting in the charts, and I just screwed up. But I didn't get wrecked on this one. I ate this whole entire move. I took like majority of this move on multiple trades. But same deal. It's the same deal because right now we're looking at the daily, right? We're looking for that daily doji that happened, right? That created our shoulder, which was that August 13th, 8th to the 20th, right? Creates our body line, which is this red line, and then you get your shift. So when you drop down to that 4 hour, remember, we don't have this data now. All we have is the move up with your doji. So we don't have any of the extra stuff happen. All we have is the move, the doji, and then a lot of noise. So when we go down in time frames, right, when we go to that 4 hour at that same level, why is it cut out? Oh, there it is. Right, on the pump, you're looking for the same thing. And even on that daily candle, check out the trade here, futures. So you have your doji at the top, you create your head and shoulder, and you actually lower time frame 4 hour, you get your drop, pull back, and you get a whole entire trade just off of that setup right here. You got a whole entire trade off of that setup. So once you get that confirmation though, and you get that full-on model forming, and I'm pretty sure this model, again, is coming in off of that daily move, all right, which the play was right here, pull back in, drop down. You're getting it off of the weekly as well. So you'll have your pump and doji, pump, right, this whole entire move up, and your doji right at the top. That's your shoulder, right? When we go down to from the weekly to the daily, let me mark it though, weekly. Right? It's the high. So you go to the daily. That's the pump and your doji. That becomes your shoulder line. Then you get your head. Right? And you get your next shoulder, and it completed fast. Close below, right? Close below. So now that we already did all of this based on the daily and the weekly, to me, this is looking like the weekly currently playing out the retest, and it's going to piggyback the daily. What did the daily do? The daily entered right here for the same trade, but this is the second entry because this is where we broke structure on the daily up here. So this was the first displacement down here. And this was your entry. You come down and you close down below. Oops. You come down with the first entry, right? Entry after the displacement, the red line. Entry, and you come down and you close below this low. Where's my line tool? This low. Right? So that's your next low. Off of the lower time frame shift. What did we do once we came down and we closed below it? We continued to break down. We came back up, tested it with this level, and it dropped all the way down. So to me, that means that it's heavy to sell side. It's heavy to the downside. And when we came into this level and we took that first entry off of the market shift and then came back up and never made it up to the high, but dropped down much lower, that just told me that this level is, it's not, we're not looking to test this level quite yet. But instead, when you go up to a higher time frame, we're going to be playing that same exact move on the week. first entry right here. So the weekly, I'll mark it out in blue. This is the daily, first shift, first entry. Right? It's all the way up here. That's just a level of fair value in the on the weekly time frame, right? Another one down here which has already been tapped into. This level has not been tapped into. Original market structure shift. However, because the daily failed to come up to take out that high, and this is our first entry, I'm not really anticipating much higher. I want to see a lower high here. I don't want to see this get taken out because this is our weekly first entry. So now I want to see the weekly do the same thing, take out the low, right? Come down to that 14, 15 area that I was talking about, right? Which will take out this level right here. And it matches with what the daily did, right? Daily, first entry, down to here, right? Took this out. We're looking for what? Same deal, right? Same deal on the weekly. So first entry came down, right? Second entry never took out the high, right? Never took out the high, but it came to where? Right? That dropped down here, took out this level. This level of liquidity. And
I see
came
it.
down
I
a
see
little
it.
lower. All right. So on the weekly time frame, if it's playing out the same thing, that was the first entrance, the first entry. Second entry, shit. Second entry is going to be coming for some lows, for some real lows. I'm thinking, man, I hate to say it, but I'm thinking here. And that's 12,008 and change. I really don't want to see it drop that hard on the next drop. I don't. I would much prefer to see it somewhere in the 15,000 range. Because if we drop down to their futures, if we come down all the way down to 12,000 like I'm anticipating on this move, that's going to be an absolute disaster for the world economy. We're gonna be seeing the Greater Depression. They're going to be calling it that, right? But I think it's already headed there. I think it's already planned. I think the market is already making its move down there. And from what I can tell right now, I mean, down candle weekly, okay. I mean, all right. This is starting to look like another pump with a doji. And if that's the case, we might be making I don't think so though. End of the week, I think we're going to come down. It's not going to leave a doji here. This weekly candle is going to more than likely end with a way bigger down candle than what it looks like here. So I'm not even going to predict anything based on what we're looking at currently. The only thing that I want to see based on previous price action and daily and weekly current price action, I want to see us drop from here. I do not want to see us take out this high. I want to see us drop, not necessarily coming down as low as I mentioned, but at least taking out this low and maybe targeting this low right here, which is sitting at around that 15.7 mark. So maybe get a reaction right around that 14.97, 14.7 area, right? Give or take. So we'll see. I mean, I might be completely wrong, and this price action might go and take out the highs. And if we go and take out the highs from here, then shoot, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Then I'm completely off on the algo, like completely off. But
I'm good. There we go. Oh, I was saying I'm going to turn my mic back on, but now I'm going to turn the volume off on the delayed YouTube channel. Yeah, because finally I'm able to follow. Because usually, like you said, you think a 3-second delay is not a lot, but you're saying, look, we're taking out this high and then we take out this low. But when you're saying high, I'm seeing low. Or when you're saying low, I'm seeing it gets confusing, you know? So I had to do that.
I'm live.
But then I couldn't.
Hey, what's up, Muggsy? Just randomly found your stream. Hey, appreciate you did, man. I just noticed that you actually typed in. I was over here chatting away, man. I'm sorry I didn't say hello sooner. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Hit that sub, hit the like button, guys. I always helps the algo, but
there you go,
awesome
Woodchip.
seeing some new faces. Awesome seeing some new faces. I can hear you.
There's your Ricky Martin.
Oh.
Woodchip wanted Ricky Martin.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking for here, Futures. I'm, you know, I like to play this algorithm. I think that this algorithm gives us exactly what we're looking for. And yeah, Woodchip, I'm looking for slightly higher price action right now too, bro. It's actually headed right to where I was thinking, right? Right, Futures? What was I saying, right? Weekly open area. Want to get right into that weekly open?
You know what? I put up from what you gave out there. I actually put up a 4-hour and a 1-hour line chart, and I think I'm going to refer to it. I actually like the way it shows when you break highs and lows without the wicks. I'm gonna be taking a look at that. But actually, I don't know if you can see my chart now. Oh, just went long. If we take out these highs from yesterday, then I would be expecting another move lower, but then a move to take out the highs again. Like a move down and then a move up.
Hey, listen, by the way, I just want to rub it in your face.
My face?
Yeah, in your face. Right.
Oh, but my beard. My beard's getting a little long.
No. Listen, you got
getting
a lot
long,
of work
eh?
to do. You got a lot of work to do to catch up with the beard. But no. Your poll, you got absolutely shit on. So you're the only person that thinks that it's.
Yeah, I saw.
We've got 80% that believe it's algorithmic. So take that.
Yeah, well, the part you don't see is where I wrote that I'm gonna give everyone $50 if they vote yes, so the Jokour can Jokour can feel good. I want Jokour to go to bed good tonight, happy. Give him the vote
over here. Listen to this guy. Hey,
everyone listens to me.
No, it's moving. I thought my Ninja Trader froze up, but that chart's moving. It's a little higher than. Perfect. All right, but let's see. I have not taken a trade. We've been yapping over here, yapping away, but that's all right.
Yeah, I mean, didn't get to take any trades.
I'm all right with that. You know how I feel. I'm actually going back to trade less. Right? I want to copy all of my accounts. I won't do it on stream, right? I won't copy on the PM stream. I don't want to copy all of my accounts.
No, it doesn't pay. Volatility is too low.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing when you have low volatility, because that means you're risking a little less too, right?
Yeah,
like it'll
that's
get
true.
there a little slower, perhaps. But I don't know. I think eventually I'll copy trade everything always, right? Because if you're following your rules, if you're sticking to your game plan, what do you got to worry about? If I'm trading with 1 micro, which is what I'm doing right now, right? Maximum 2 micros, and I'm usually adding that second micro, at a level where I'm risking much less. But if I can remain consistent on that front, why wouldn't I? Every single time I took a trade, why wouldn't I copy every single account that I have? All right, maybe I won't copy trade across different firms because I don't want to get, flagged for anything in case these guys are really sharing our data and something comes up. So whatever, not a big deal. But I'll copy all of my individual firms, right, collectively in 1 trade. So that way I'll trade 4 trades for the day, right? Or maybe I'll just take 1 or 2 accounts, two firms collectively, right? 1 trade per, and call it a day. But I want to try to trade less. I want to try to trade a lot less, right? That shows you how different we are, right? In terms of how we trade, right? Future's a scalper. He likes to jump in, and I think he might have taken 10 trades during the stream alone.
during your presentation.
during while I was yapping, he might have taken 10 trades. Seriously, right? Well, let's see where we at. How are the accounts looking? You have them. You're not
112. Are they up? Yeah, it's up. 112.
Okay, so you've taken a couple more hits.
Yeah,
Small one.
it's okay.
But small hits, man, it feels good, right? It feels really good when you can take losses and say the heck with it. Who cares?
If the market doesn't pay me today, it'll pay me tomorrow.
But you're still up.
Yeah,
right?
as long as I don't damage my account.
Exactly. Even if you go down, futures, even if you take another 2-3 losses, because you are accepting these losses, that win is going to come in and you're going to end up getting all of your losses back on one trade.
Yep.
Right? Again, we've said this and I keep forgetting what's his name, but like keep your losses small. There's another thing that they've said, right? Not what's his name that said the best loser wins, right?
Yeah, no, not Tom Hugard.
Right. It might also be Tom Hugard that said this as well, right? Keep your losses small and your winners big, right? So get the heck out of a losing trade. Why are you letting a losing trade run? But if you're in a winner, let it run. Let it run a little bit. Have a level of invalidation, right? Even if it comes back and it stops you out and you give up 60% of those profits, but you're in green. Obviously, with these prop firms, guys, we've said this before. We hate this rule. The trailing drawdown sucks, runs big time. But it's not real. It doesn't exist in the live market, right? You're never going to have a trailing drawdown on unrealized profits. It doesn't exist. So keep that in mind. Understand that you're just simply following rules to get these payouts off of out of these firms, but that's not a real rule, right? So if you're in profits and you're in a trade and it's small enough where you can handle it, right? So if you're in a trade that, for example, is 1 micro and you're allowing yourself $100 loss, that's 50 points on NQ. 50 NQ points. All right. You get stopped out on 50 NQ points. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. But it's not the end of the world because you did it with 1 contract, 1 micro. If you jumped into that trade with 1 mini, now you're risking $1,000 for the same 50 points. There's no logic there. Not when you have a $2,000 drawdown like I do on these damn take profit accounts, right? Take profit trader accounts. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. I can't handle that kind of a loss, right? And I did that the other day. I was hanging out with Woodchip. Me and Woodchip were trading super late. I mean, like I think we broke night. I'm pretty sure we broke night the other night.
Wow.
And then I ended up blowing 2 funded accounts. Whatever. I mean, I gambled 2 funded accounts, right? I was trading them with 2 minis. I got a $2,000 drawdown. I was up too. They were brand new accounts. I wanted to get them there quick, and I said, I'm gonna go big, like real big. And, liar. He called me a liar. Woodchip called me a liar. I was alone. I was alone when we were that night. But it was something that's just not manageable, right? It just doesn't make sense to trade 2 minis when you have a $2,000 drawdown. Can I get lucky? Sure. But not really, right? I mean, it has to be quick. It has to be quick luck. You got to be in and out, because this market moves crazy. I mean, if I catch one of these big candles, right, like that opening 6 p.m. candle, was it 6 p.m.? Right, that big pump up?
Yeah, the 6 p.m. craziness.
Yeah, right? Hey, sure. Matter of fact, isn't that the one that Crispy took? No.
No. He took something today.
A little bit later, yeah. He took something.
He caught 9 o'clock. The 9 o'clock move.
But the point is, you can over leverage and make some crazy money in this market, right? But
it's not sustainable.
It's not, and it's not worth it. Because if these firms go away, guys, we've said this before, you're not gonna jump into the live market doing that kind of bullshit.
And if you are, you're gonna blow your brains out.
You're gonna get wrecked. You're gonna get wrecked. unless you've got Lady Luck in your pocket, right? Or sitting on your shoulder your entire life. And I'm talking Lady Luck to the point where, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, whatever. Like, you're unbreakable, like Bruce Willis.
It ain't gonna happen.
You know?
Put it that way.
It's not. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna win, and then you're gonna catch euphoria, and you're gonna end up losing so big that you bet the house on it and you lost the house. Kind of what happens. So, the market moves crazy. So if I have $1 million in my portfolio, sure, I can risk 5,000, 10,000, right? I can take a trade and put that on the line. Absolutely. But if I don't have $1 million account, guys, I'm not trading with that kind of size, right? All right, if I have $100,000 account, actual 100K, we do not have $100,000 accounts. We don't have $50,000 accounts. Your account is the size of your drawdown. That's it. If you have $2,500 drawdown on a 50K account, that's the size of your account. It's $2,500. It's not 50,000, guys. So pull your head out of your ass. All right, don't get sucked into the BS just because they're calling it a 50K account. You got $2,500, man. And with $2,500, right? Well, let's do some simple math. I don't need to pull out a calculator for that, right? You have $2,500. What's 1% of that portfolio? $25, right? Now, obviously that's a little low for the way even a single micro contract works on the NQ, right? That's one micro.
It's 12 points.
Yeah,
one
micro 12,
yeah.
Exactly, 12 points. That's not even a trade, right? You're not giving yourself a chance here. And these are prop firms. We understand that. So, trade with 5%, right? Of your portfolio per trade. Risk no more than 10% of your account.
In his opinion.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're not financial advisors.
This is not finance. This is entertainment.
This is where I'm entertaining you guys with this advice. With this entertainment, not advice. But all jokes aside, guys, all jokes aside, don't risk more than 5% of your account size. And I'm overdoing it by saying 5%.
Yeah, 5%'s high.
It's a lot. It's a lot. You don't want to be risking more than 2 to 3%. Let's be honest. 5% for the day, right? You go 5%, you should be walking away. If you took a 5% loss of your portfolio, you should be walking away. And that's like just rule of thumb, right? Like this is not, you're in a live account. Guys, you're not going to risk fucking $10,000 on a $100,000 account per trade. It's just not logical, right? It's not logical. So, I went big on those accounts intentionally, right? Because I had so many accounts on backup. I had so many take profit accounts, free accounts, right? Because I didn't realize that we didn't know you were up. If you were up, we would have, are you kidding me? We would have invited you. But I don't even know what the fuck I was doing up, to be honest with you. It was one of those nights I just couldn't sleep. But I had backup accounts. By backup accounts, that's what awesome with Take Profit Trader. I don't know if you know this, but they have a reward system. So the more money not only you spend, but the more money you earn, right? So I've actually taken about, right now I'm up to payout number 7 with Take Profit Trader. So every time I take a payout, I earn rewards points. So I was able to stack up about 9,000 rewards points, which that gets me 3 free 25K accounts. Test accounts.
Well, that's a good thing.
Great. I love that little incentive they have.
Why am I not a Take Profit Trader?
Yeah, I don't know why you're not on Take Profit Trader. But I don't have a code for it to use.
Have you asked them?
Let me get my code. I have. They've denied me multiple times.
Really? Motherfuckers.
Yeah, I told them I'm a famous YouTuber, but
Yeah.
they didn't bite. They said...
Did you tell them you know me?
I did. I
Is
said
that-
that, but I'm also co-streaming with an even more famous YouTuber. I
As
gave
soon
him
as-
his name, and he said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, we don't."
fuck you if you're with him. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, basically, that's kind of how it went.
Dump him
But
when
yeah,
you
they
get
told me
your thing.
they told me to go fuck myself. They did tell me to go fuck myself, and they told me that you've been your request has been denied twice.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
attempted
no
I
big deal.
attempted twice. No, okay. But I can I can get you a code. I think Pine has a code now, right? Pine Tree, you can use his code, guys, for now, until one of these two famous YouTubers get their code. I think they're like a 30% off, no activation fee, which is kind of nice. So all in, you're $110 for an account, but you gotta remember it's a test account. So $110, you screw up, it's $110 out the window. Unlike 37 with Apex, right? But then you gotta pay the 130. So all in with Apex, you're at 167, right? At their 80% off. So a little bit more with Apex, but it costs you less upfront until you pass the test stage, which is kind of nice. Same deal with Bulenox, right? Bulenox has that 90% off quite often, which is, like $15 with Bulenox, right? But then you got to pay more with Bulenox. It's $148. It comes out to the same exact price.
You know what? But I'm thinking, unless you got real deep pockets, if you pony up the 119 for take profit, you're gonna trade it like it's a real account. You're not gonna
Yes,
say,
sir.
fuck it, it's only $19.
Yes, sir.
Let me just blow it because I'm down 5% and I'll get another one.
You will respect it much more. I agree. We don't even have codes for Take Profit Trader, and I would tell you that for that reason alone, it's solid, right? You're a little bit more vested, right, into the account. So I do like that. I like that a lot. And yeah, I like Take Profit Trader. I had five funded accounts, guys. We blew 2 of them. But they were not my day one payout accounts, right? We are sitting, if you take a look here, the TAs are my take profit accounts. The 2 accounts that are sitting over 52,000 are pro accounts, right? You can see pro, right? Pro. Oh, no, sorry. Those are profit. Take profit. I don't want to trick you guys here, right? Pro. So profit pro, profit regular at the bottom. I have one more pro account that is active. It's passed. I'm just refusing to activate it because they're making me pay $130 for it right now when I'm supposed to have a free token. The 2 accounts that I blew, I paid $130 for. I was supposed to have a free token, right? So I was kind of pissed off already from that alone. So I'm still waiting for them to reply to give me my free tokens, right? They owe me 3 tokens right now, which is the equivalent of $390. But these 2 accounts at the bottom, they're the free 25K accounts that I had. So after I blew those 50K accounts, I just activated the 25Ks because honestly, they just make more sense. I'm trading small as it is. I've got a $1,500 drawdown with a $1,500 target, I think. So I think even with take profit, I think it's a 1-to-1, right? But you have, I'm gonna double check it right now, guys. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the correct data. So 50K is 3,000 target, profit target, and you have a $2,000 drawdown. So that's the negative with Take Profit Trader. The drawdown is about $500 less than every other firm on the 50K. The 25K is the absolute most stellar deal. It's $1,500 drawdown and $1,500 profit, just like the 25Ks on Apex, right? They have the absolute best target to draw down. It's a 1-to-1, 1-to-1. And the fact that it's daily payouts, I don't think that I would ever get another 50K. I think I would be sticking to the 25Ks. They're also a little bit cheaper, right? Why not? And you only get $500 more on the 50K. All right, you get 6 minis, 60 micros. 25K, you get 3 minis, 30 micros. Guys, I trade with 2 micros. I trade with 1 and 2 micros. I don't ever want to trade with a singular mini unless I somehow have managed to get a 25K account to 10,000 in equity, right? So it means it has to get to 35,000. Then maybe I'll trade with 10 micros. I mean, that's just what makes sense to me, right? To me. So I like their 25Ks, guys. $1,500 target, $1,500 drawdown. No daily loss limit, right? Daily loss limit is removed. So I mean, I don't know. It's a sweet deal. It's a sweet deal. Day one payouts, guys. I mean, you cannot go wrong with day one payouts. Both of, like, I can request right now. I can request. I haven't, but I can request a payout on the 52-157. I can request $157, and I can request on the 52-268. I can request $268. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's do that. Why? Because I don't need to leave money in there for these guys. For what? The only reason I almost didn't want to do it was because I don't have a trailing drawdown anymore. Right? I don't have a trailing drawdown because I've passed the buffer. So once you go past that 2,000, that's it, guys. Now you're trading normal. Now we don't have that bullshit trailing drawdown. So it's kind of why I left it there. I was thinking maybe just kind of use it so I can trade a little bit more comfortable, but screw that. Give me my profits. $400, $400, right? What do you think, Futures?
I don't know. You made a good case there for Take Profit Trader. I think maybe I got to look into them. I know my son just bought a bunch of Tradeify accounts.
I like Tradeify. I like Tradeify.
Maybe he made a
Tradeify's
mistake.
good.
Maybe he should have gone with
Did he use code Joker for Tradeify?
TPT. No, you don't have a code for Tradeify?
Of course I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. It's
I'm
code
going to
Joker.
go look. You have Bulenox, Apex Bulenox, Funded Futures.
I don't have it up. Oh, I don't have it up on my thing. Oh, I forgot to put it up.
When did you get a Tradeify code?
I had Tradeify, dude. I had 5 150 Tradeify accounts. I copy traded them. I got them. I got all of them within $300 of passing. I passed one of them because that one trade didn't copy my other accounts.
Okay.
And then I blew all the other 4 because I went on tilt because they didn't copy the other accounts.
But when did they give you a code?
I think almost immediately. I'm checking right now.
No kidding.
I'm gonna tell you in 2 seconds. I plan on buying some more accounts later, right? Not now. Only because, no more payout windows. From May 1st, traders that have met all payout objectives will be able to request a payout anytime. Let's go, Tradeify. That just made them even better. Even better. Now I have to buy accounts from them. Now I have to pick up some more accounts. But I'm checking my affiliate code. Affiliate dashboard. Nope, they declined me. Your previous request to join our affiliate program has been declined. Go f*** yourself, Tradeify. How about that? How about them apples, huh? See if I buy an account from you guys now.
Nah, you gotta meet certain standards for size, I guess, and stuff.
No, I'm
And,
only teasing. I don't blame them. Take profit, they won't give me one either.
We're sardines in the ocean right now, so
Yeah, for sure. Maybe one day I'll get one of those too. But again, guys, listen, I'm gonna be honest, and I've said this before. We're co-streaming. Don't use my code. Use Futures Floor. We both have the same thing. I don't care. I'm not here for these damn affiliate codes. Honestly, I've said this. I say this on my stream live, right? If you need a code, you see mine up there, use it. Cool, by all means. I'll make a couple of bucks on the affiliate codes. I'm not here to make affiliate money. I'm here to become a a profitable trader, right? I'm here to help myself through my journey, right? And YouTube is helping me by journaling. It's helping me have some data in front of my face, because I hate picking up a pen and paper and journaling.
You know what?
Absolutely hate it.
I'm going to say that too. Swear to God. I came on YouTube. Yes, I like streaming. So I came on because I like streaming. But I also came on because I remember there was a guy, I think his name was Robert Anderson. He was an older gentleman. And he said that he started streaming and it fixed all his problems because he felt responsible for arranged a private session. He felt responsible to the people, you know, to take the trades properly. So I always had that in my mind. And in the beginning, it didn't work out that way. I didn't give a shit, and I was kind of, I won't say I was blowing a lot of accounts, but I wasn't trading responsibly. But then I started to feel a responsibility to do right on the stream. But then remember what I told you? As soon as I would close down the stream, within 10 minutes, I would like...
Yep, you would go until down.
I would go nuts, you know? I would just lose my shit. And then I came, and then part of my growing process was, okay, no trading off stream anymore. When the stream closes, shut down your platform. So, with all that being said, all these rules got put in place because of streaming. So streaming has definitely got my trading to where it is today. And where it is today...
It's helped me significantly.
Yeah, and where my trading is today... so far, 9 out of the last 10 days, when someone asks me, how was your day? I answer, spectacular. And I haven't been able to answer spectacular for a long time. So streaming has helped me.
You want to know something? In many of those cases, they may not realize, you know, what you're referring to when you say spectacular, because you may have not had a huge day.
I may have had a red day.
Right, but you followed the game plan, right?
Yeah, I took my losses.
Now look, have I had some spectacular months recently while while trading? Yeah, it's been pretty crazy for me. I've gotten the most payouts basically since I started streaming. I mean, I've gotten 2 payouts prior to streaming. Those are my first 2 payouts for $1,500, and I've gotten another 5,000 plus since then, right? So, and that all happened for the last month that I've started streaming, month and a couple of weeks, right? Whatever it's been. So I'm at payout land, right? I've gotten a total of, I just requested those payouts, guys, by the way. That was payout request number 13 and 14, I think. So I've requested 12 payouts. I've requested 12 payouts over the last month. I think that's pretty good. And as a matter of fact, you know what, guys? Why don't we go and request an Apex payout? Why don't we do that live on stream? I'm pretty sure request a payout. We got any accounts? There we go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's pop a little, where is it? Where's my little...
There you go.
Right? There we go. Little payout request incoming right here. So what do we got? It should be the one account that I got denied because of the, I guess it's, what is it, windfall, I guess? Right? When you're above the 30% or whatever.
Yeah, just call it the consistency rule. It's windfall.
Consistency, yeah, that's really
windfall.
What it is. I know, it's so stupid.
They make it sound
but yeah,
worse than
that's
it
the
is.
account. 40, yep, right here. Nope, 3518. That's the amount that's on it. Let's go ahead and request. I requested, it was at 2880. I requested 780. So anything above the 2900. 9. Shit, that's it. $600. $600. All right. Let's see if we get approved. That should be below the windfall. That should be what I've made above what I what I requested at that 80. So check that. I am not a robot. 600. Request. No, I cannot. So that horn was not good. Instead, we'll play the... All right, let's play that one, because even with 600 bucks, it said you have a windfall for account PA, Apex, blah, 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 and you do not qualify for a payout. Closed P&L for any trading day cannot exceed 30% of the profit made since the last approved payout. Windfall details. December.
Wow, look at all the info they gave you.
Yeah. I've never seen it
That's
before.
impressive.
This is good because there's more data. Actually, date, amount. Okay, here we go. April 10th. All right, I made $1,124 on a single trade. Oh, that's such bullshit, futures. Windfall, 31.96%. All right, what does that mean? That means we got to take one more trade, guys. We got to bring this account up to like 3,600, and we can request 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, whatever it is. We're going to request the maximum.
You're such a windfall trader.
Yeah, right? Oh, my God. No big deal. All right, so we thought we were going to get... And you know what? Hey, on a positive, though, I'm on request a payout, and it's there. It's in the drop-down, right? So, all right, it's not approving it because of this stupid rule. Whatever, it's bullshit. I'm going to call straight bullshit on this one. But I think with another day or two of good trading, we should get there.
There you go.
That's it, right?
And as long as you get it, that's all that matters.
That's it. It's about consistency, guys. So what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that if we can pull off 1,500 bucks tomorrow, right? Tomorrow's Friday, right? We're going into Thursday and then Friday. So today, Thursday and then Friday. We got 2 days. I got 2 days. I've got 2 days for the end of the week. All right, we're in pretty good shape. I think potentially by the end of the week, first week of May, I could be at approximately $2,000 in payouts for the month of May, right? That's almost halfway to my goal. My goal for the month is 5 in payouts. So if I can achieve even close to it, good, guys. Even if I can pull off 2 and stay consistent, and I don't make the goal for 5, guys, it's a win for me still, right? I'm still content with that. As long as we're on track with our rules, right? Hypothetical. What if I get a couple of losers for the next couple of days, right? On these Apex accounts, but I follow my rules. I might bring that account from 3,500 to 3,200, right? What's the big deal? There is none. Just got to continue following my rules, following the game plan, and then next week, we'll potentially get those winners and bring that account back to the 35, 36, who knows, maybe 38, 39, right? And we'll request 2,000 instead of 1,500. So, plan, guys. Just follow the game plan. Oh shit, futures! It's 11:20.
Yeah.
We're over here just ripping through, right? I don't mind. I mean, our kids are knocked out. I'm fine. Not a big deal for me.
Yeah, but I had a poll and I asked, should I wake up at 6 o'clock and exercise? And like 90% of the people voted yes.
I'm gonna vote yes too. I didn't even.
No, that was this morning. It was in the morning stream.
I was gonna say I didn't even
Yeah,
contribute to that poll.
It was in
I
the
didn't
morning
participate.
stream. So I'm gonna try tomorrow. So I want to go to bed. I gotta wake up at 5:30.
Let's do it. Let's wrap it up, guys. What I meant was it's already 11:30. That's why I said, "Oh shit!" I mean, it's time to wrap it up. But I'm just saying it's not a big deal, right? Like I'm up. I'm here. Like as long as we wrap up in the next 5 minutes, I'm good. But yeah, guys, look. As always, we appreciate you guys hanging out. You know, we really do. This is, it's always a good time, right? Everyone except for Woodchip, right? It's always awesome having you guys here.
And I hope you learned something about money management today. I hope you took it to the bank and paid attention because it was all good advice. that you got
but
there.
not financial advice.
No, not
just-
financial advice. Of course not.
Just YouTube streamer advice that you should never follow.
Well, no, I mean, you could listen to what other people are doing.
No, of course, I'm joking.
That's
I'm
how you
joking.
make informed decisions. You know, you take in information from a few sources and then you formulate your own plan.
That's
Always
it.
has to be
That's
your
it,
own
guys.
plan.
The point is, don't copy our trades, right?
No,
and
of
we
course
only
not.
say that because we're still learning, right? So when it comes to copying trades, especially, guys, you know, just try to understand why we're taking the trades, right? And then just look to take similar trades on your own, right? But if you can't understand the why, don't jump into streams and just hit that button. You're not gonna gain anything, because if their streams disappear or whatever, right? Then what are you stuck doing? Guessing, gambling? You're gonna go find another streamer so you can press the button and follow what
I
they
was
do?
going to say, you find another streamer.
Yeah, you know, you don't learn anything that way, guys, and it doesn't help your journey.
No, it doesn't.
You don't win that way. But as I mentioned, for me, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm gonna say my quick little peace out and good night, and I'm gonna pass the mic over to Futures Floor so he can wrap it up.
Yep, I'm tired, so it's going to be a quick one. Thanks for hanging out. I'm here tomorrow morning, 9:15. Who knows? Maybe I'll start earlier while I'm on the treadmill. I'll do an exercise trading
That'll
stream.
be a good one.
Yeah. So and that's it. And are we co-streaming tomorrow night? You think, or?
I think so. So tomorrow night will be the. Again, I got on late today. I didn't expect it, guys. I am stuck trying to just figure out my schedule, getting the kids to bed and all these activities and just helping my wife out, right? I don't want her to feel overwhelmed and feel like I'm taking advantage with these damn streams, right? Like I'm like it's my scapegoat, right? Because it's not. I'm not doing this as a scapegoat. Again, I'm doing this because I enjoy streaming. I enjoy hanging out with you guys, right? I enjoy hanging out with Futures Floor. And I feel like we learn from each other, right? So this is definitely beneficial on many levels, but I have to make sure that I've got things at home, kind of, you know, taken care of, kids in bed,
Everything
out
has
the
to be
way,
balanced.
balanced, exactly. So I think we're gonna be cutting down maybe to like a 3-day stream instead of a 4-day stream, right? Maybe taking a day in between, random day. Sometimes it might be 4, guys. You know, if we're both good with it and we're good to jump on, you might get the full 4. But primarily, you might see Futures jump in a little earlier, right? He might start up a stream. I think he likes to get on around 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I'm going to be jumping in and joining him probably around 8. So I'll be starting up a little later than what I've been trying to stick with. But that's only because I do need to make sure I take care of things in the house. I like to eat dinner with the family. I don't want to rush that process. Spend time with my kids while they're up, right, before they got to go to bed for school, and then I'll jump back on, right, instead of watching a movie or something. But I still want to give myself enough time. My wife is in Vegas right now, right, work convention, so I'm good with this little bit later 11:30 type of a situation. But you know, I think 8 to 10 for me is a good time, right? 8 to 9:30 I think is a good sweet spot. Gives me enough time to go lay down with the lady, you know, with the missus, put on a show before it gets too late, and spend some time there as well, guys. So back to that balance before we wrap up. Guys, don't let anything consume you. Find a good balance. Make sure you can prioritize. Family should always, at least for me, it's the most important, right? Make sure you're putting in that time. Spend time with your kids. They're gonna grow way faster than you think, than you realize. And you know, you're gonna blink and you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be hitting your head on the wall in regret. Like, man, the fuck was I sitting there doing all this bullshit when I could have been sitting there?
I can confirm it. It was just
Where's
yesterday.
yours?
My 24-year-old boys just yesterday were in their car seats.
That's right.
It really feels like not long ago.
No, and it's not, right? And it's the same thing with us, guys. We age. We're not going to be here forever, right? It's not. We're built to decompose, right? Over time. So spend time with your loved ones, guys. Find the right balance,
Which is
right?
back.
Which is back.
Now he's
We're
back.
wrapping up, which is
We're wrapping it up.
but you know, keep that balance, right? Keep that balance. Make sure you have enough time for family, prioritize, and then put enough time in the charts, but make sure you learn how to hit that off button too, guys. Shut down, walk away like Futures and I are about to do. Peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, right? Go spend some time with your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, whoever else is around, whoever's around, right? Your mother, your father. Spend some time with loved ones, guys. All right?
But with that being said, this is not relationship advice. We're not licensed. We're not licensed psychologists.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, that's a good way to wrap it up, guys. Everyone have a great evening, and we'll see you guys again.
Yeah,
see you guys tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
And in the morning, we're both streaming in the AM session.
Yep.
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.